Unique New York. Why are you so quiet?
Unique New York.
Unique. Ooh, now we're peeking.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather. What?
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow.
Yeah, that's how you get your voice right.
Red leather, yellow. Red leather. Red leather, yellow. This is
Red
the
leather,
show.
yellow leather.
Now whistle.
Red leather, yellow. What?
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Oh, I'm glad they can hear us right now if anyone's listening.
Red leather, yellow leather. Everyone knows I can't speak.
Yeah.
Well, that over and over again will help
Donuts
fix
are
that.
disgusting, bro.
What?
Golly, donuts are so gross.
What do you mean?
Tell me your picture.
Donuts are fucking awesome.
Red leather, yellow
Yeah,
leather.
no, you're right. McDonald's is really good, but donuts are gross.
Oh, I had McDonald's the other day, and I didn't think it. I was like, man, this is really good.
Yeah, you shouldn't do
2
that.
to 1.
That doesn't. No, it's not 2 to 1.
It's 2 to 1.
No, it's 2 to the rest of the world because the rest of the world.
No, I know
does
plenty of
not-
people that think McDonald's is good.
Because
Not
we're in the
really
pro mode,
good.
I can add a title to today's episode on Ustream.
Oh boy,
Oh,
Wendy will
Call
love
it red leather, yellow leather.
There you go.
Hey, 5 times? Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
The yellow part's the hardest part.
No, it's
Red
not.
leather, yellow leather.
There you
Red
go.
leather, yellow leather.
Yeah.
Red
Man.
leather, yellow leather.
So-
Red leather, yellow leather.
Tongue twisters just fuck you in the face hard.
No,
don't
most of
they?
them I'm good at. This
Apparently
one's
not.
ridiculous.
This
We,
one-
we tried one. I said most of them I'm good at. You said apparently not. We
Yeah,
tried
apparently
one.
you're fucking not.
Red leather, yellow leather.
There you go. When you say them really fucking slow, those are simple.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah, let's just stop because you suck at them.
Red leather, yellow leather.
bitch. Woo. We're about to go live from the basement in space.
Red leather, yellow leather. That's a good one. Red leather, yellow leather.
You good?
No. I need more red leather.
Bobbity boopy.
It's not it. Ow. Red leather, yellow leather.
Man, a lot happened this week. So much.
Not in my life.
Well, what we got? Well, Hemming's making it happen. George has his notes. Yeah, I'm more of a reactionary role. I'm the face of
I'm more
Odd
of
Planet.
a red leather, yellow leather kind of guy.
Oh. Woo! This is weird. Everything's kind of working.
I don't believe it.
Makes me nervous. Oh, it's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Odd Planet.
All right, we are here. This is happening.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Tick, 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 tick,
Yes.
tick. All right, so
Own hands.
welcome to the show. We're so glad you're here. We're doing the show a little bit differently today. We're going to be more of a hot topics kind of show this week.
Yep. Yep.
We all
We're
went to
talking
hot-
about all kinds of like goth and emo related
We
things.
all went to Hot Topic and we're all gonna put on our nice black outfits.
Yeah. That's a Christian store, by the way. If you didn't know.
I did not know.
I don't know anything about the store now.
Just putting it out there. Well, introduce yourselves.
Alright, I'm George. I like to touch lava lamps.
I love lamp.
I love lamp.
Year was good. Sammy, one half of AT Alien Workshop in the Biggity Eye Building. Chilling here with these guys. Fucking ready to go. Ready to get it moving.
Ooh. War happened.
Angry.
Yeah, a Hulk of a host here. And I'm still Steven. Yeah, hi.
Hello.
His first name is Still. His last name is Steven.
Yeah. And I'm still here.
And he's high.
Here.
Here. At All Planet Live now.
All right. Should we just get into it? Or do we need another moment? Are you good? You here? Hemi just got off work, so
Fuck,
this is relaxing time for him.
God damn it.
I just got off work too.
This is the best way I can relax.
Yeah, but you ate some Stofers.
I didn't just get off work. Got off like an hour, 2 hours ago.
So you got a nap in, got a little meal in.
If I had a nap, I wouldn't be here. I'd pass out. I'm tired.
I wish I got a fucking nap. That'd be great, bro.
All right, so today's episode, we're just taking naps.
Yeah, we're just gonna take naps. Y'all wanna go ahead and get started?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's kindergarten it up.
Are we gonna like cuddle or like how we doing?
I'll get the mats out and put them on the floor.
I was thinking
And the
some
juice
spooning.
boxes.
Yo.
Juice box. Beat.
On the for real, though, juice boxes are good still.
Yeah, they haven't changed.
They're good still.
Like Caprice, like...
I mean, they're better now because they tend to use juice today.
Oh, they just use more sugar. Everything's high fructose corn. Fuck.
HFCs
Not
everywhere.
juicy juice.
Prove it. Oh, you're
Go to your store and look at juicy
I thought
juice.
juice-
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
No,
Let's just
100%.
let's just take their word for it.
They don't have to.
on the rocks.
There's already a shit ton of sugar in fruit.
Yeah.
It's like drinking a soda. Anyway.
You add more,
Bad for your teeth.
less juice.
Well, juicy juice doesn't need to. They're
What's
like
bad for your teeth?
Juice.
Why is it bad for your teeth?
acid.
Yeah.
So fruit's bad for your teeth.
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
Eating a coconut without opening it.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, all right. So not today, but have you heard about that new movie, The Interview?
No.
Nope.
Seth Rogen,
No.
James Franco.
No.
Are they in everything together now?
Only when they want it to do well.
Fair
What
enough.
does your shirt say?
It says,
I'm not saying I'm Batman. I'm just saying no one has ever seen me and Batman in a room together.
fact.
All right.
I used to say that when I was 4.
And then what?
Well,
And then I grew
now
up.
and now we can't say red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Hey,
I
when
was
it
nev-
counts.
I was
Let's do
never
5 times. Let's go ahead.
red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Nice.
Just body juice.
Now without the autism face.
Yeah.
I
It's
use like
super autism face.
It's impossible.
red leather, yellow leather.
Red, yellow, red, yellow,
Definitely,
red, yellow, red,
definitely
yellow.
red leather.
red.
Either way, the whole movie premise is they are pretending to be reporters, and they go to North Korea, and they're going to attempt to kill Kim Jong Un.
Are you squishing that bug, bro?
No, he's already squished.
Oh.
What's all that extra
Yeah, what
noise
the
that
heck is
sounds
that?
like static?
Is there sand on the
That
desk?
might be part of the bug. Though.
Disgusting.
We do
they're
our show in
going-
the rainforest.
In space.
But yeah, they're planning to kill the dictator in this movie. So North Korea responds with that this is an act of war. Do not show this movie. It's considered terrorism. This is reckless U.S. provocative insanity. It's a gangster film, and that will cause swift retaliation.
Hold on. Let me get this straight.
I hope they make a movie response,
Seth Rogen.
because that would be the best retaliation.
Seth Rogen and James Franco
Yes.
are going to do a movie.
Yes.
Comedy.
No, them two are never funny. They never do
It's
comedies.
pretty. It looks serious.
And yeah. And you said, who? North Korea?
Yeah, well, I mean, the movie
No.
is about them trying to assassinate Kim Jong Un.
Right. And
Yeah.
North Korea is saying, like, don't do that.
Yeah,
Not-
they're saying it's an act of war.
It's an act of war.
Yeah,
Seth Rogen.
So he's just, like, really sensitive.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not the first time something like this has happened, but yeah, no, I
Wow.
mean,
When I Google Seth Rogen, that's the first thing that comes up.
it's a popular subject.
It's the first two things that come up.
You know what?
Just to make sure it's the same guy I was thinking of. I picture him. I got him now.
It's not Seth MacFarlane.
How's that an act of war?
you putting out a film that says you're killing our leader, our great leader, as they would say.
Yeah, right. You know why we could do that? Because we're America, and these are the rules that we have here: freedom of speech. You can't do that in North Korea. They don't allow you to. That's fine, but we're not putting it out in North Korea. And if North Korea doesn't want to
gonna sell
accept
the
the
most.
video,
And they're condemned. So if any North Koreans get a hold of them, that will be the end of Seth Rogen and James Franco. So
so what,
just
they
avoid North
they
Korea.
can't go to North Korea ever.
Well, no one can.
So then, what the fuck?
You can sneak in from the north.
It's the same.
South Korean pirates will get you into North Korea if you need to go.
I don't need to go.
Why
I
wouldn't
think
you?
we need to go.
It's a nice place.
I don't think anyone needs to go to North Korea.
Why not?
There's stuff.
I haven't needed to go this whole time.
I need to go.
That's only because you don't know it.
Yeah, we don't know it.
It's beautiful beaches. And
That's cool. I'll Google image search and shit.
It's like Vietnam.
There's
Vietnam
nothing
has
there.
the freaking awesomest like scenery.
Let's Google image search.
I can't think what to
North
say,
Korea.
but like I've always thought of it like, as being like a nasty place because you know everyone like shits on it. But then I saw pictures from
it's a
Vietnam,
tropical place.
and it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's just been through a lot. A lot of it burned down.
I'm looking it up right now.
What are you looking at? Vietnam?
No, North Korea. North Korea.
It's known for its North Koreans.
Yeah, I heard I heard it's pretty north.
Dude, I look up North Korea and all I'm seeing is like military pictures.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's.
When you go there,
Dude,
that's all there
that's
is.
all you fucking see.
If you want to get on a diet, the North Korean diet is the way to go. You will lose weight. Guaranteed. There's lots of
What
marching.
the fuck? Yeah,
and free
if y'all
labor.
are watching right now, go to google.com, click on images, look up North Korea,
say
and notice
.com?
that yeah, they need to know. And notice that the majority of the fucking
Well,
pictures
I would
are
hope
like
so.
military pictures.
They don't release anything else.
What the fuck do they do over there?
You're not allowed to bring a magazine into North Korea.
This is ridiculous.
It's not a curiosity.
An American got arrested recently for leaving a Bible at a hotel there.
Wow.
So they don't fuck around. You can't have a memory card in your phone or your camera over 4 gigs.
Dude, type in United States.
Is it the same shit?
No, it's really funny though. It's really weird.
Is it a bunch of fat people?
I wish. I was hoping I was going to see that at McDonald's and stuff, but no.
Walmart.
$2 is. It's really weird. I'm really confused right now.
It may be because of your other searches. This is Google's like this is what
You
you
just get a
need.
bunch of maps.
All you get is maps.
You get like little kid maps of the
Forever.
United States. Wow. Yeah.
Well, show the camera.
I
At
promise.
least, wow, North Korea actually has
People.
better pictures than we do. And
Well, here's the thing. Google's like you already know what it is. Here's some kid drawings. Is that what it is?
No, dude, this is nuts.
I mean, bro, it's like
literally-
it's a
Well,
shit.
show the camera.
I mean, this is, and I'll start from the top and we'll go down.
On each other.
All right. Can you
Yeah.
see?
Give it a second. It's a little bright. Tilt it up. Tilt it up. No, the other way.
Can't we just like type
Can you
this in?
see?
Can't we do this on this thing?
It's starting to show up now.
So you can see?
Yeah. That's weird. What does one website dominate?
It's it. Like that's
It's
all
just
it
a
is.
Is
shit.
it all Wikipedia? Or what's the site?
there another name for
Bro,
this?
it's just nothing but fucking maps.
Where, what about USA?
Dora would just go to this.
That's all she needed.
USA.
This is ridiculous, bro.
Same thing.
All right.
It's a conspiracy file, bro. When you type in USA, same thing.
Maybe you're both blocked. Maybe I should look.
It's like porn comes up on yours.
Yeah,
North America?
Steven. I'd say Steven's stupid.
Same thing. Just maps.
Okay, well, alright, anyway.
Alright,
So
So-
you're let down too?
You want to know what we look like? We look like a freaking colorful map.
Let me do this.
Oh shit.
Let me do this. This
I
might
didn't
work.
mean to open that. Or
This
that.
might work. I'm just gonna.
I just opened like 8 things.
I'm gonna
Oh,
Google
God.
search America.
Oh, this might be better.
Did you just type in USA?
He did.
I typed in United States, and then I typed in USA, and it was the same thing.
That's not what we call it.
We call it America. Same
Holy
thing?
fucking shit! You type in America, you just get goddamn maps.
Yo, this is weird.
No, this is what we get.
That's not what I got, but that's funny.
No, this was recently at the World Cup. Teddy Roosevelt representing in the crowd
That's funny.
in our game against Portugal.
That's funny.
Yo,
Bro,
there's
this is just
something-
weird now at this point.
There's a conspiracy file thing.
Dude, can somebody, like, I don't know, take a picture of a fat dude and just, like, tag it as
Just-
America and upload it. And pay for Google to have that come up
Yeah.
first, at least. This is weird.
Are we looking in the images?
Yeah.
Oops, I got American Express.
Oh,
America.
America. Bro, what are you, the thirstiest human ever? We just got here. Did you want to just...
Whenever I like have
You drinking again, Steven?
Flag.
Google it, nothing comes up.
Oh, you know what? I got a question.
There's a bald eagle. God bless America.
Does alcohol ever
There's
expire?
Japanese anime. No, because it kills germs. It doesn't. Wine can.
What
depending on
about
the type of wine.
what about fucking whatchamacallit? Spiced rum.
There's a
what,
Captain American minion.
what about Captain Morgan Minion?
No, that's fine.
Really, it just doesn't expire?
No.
That's what I
Because
thought
my
too.
shit tasted like shit, bro. I tried it like last night. It's been in my freezer for a little bit. Something didn't taste right about it.
Did you shake it up?
No, am I supposed to?
Sure.
You're supposed to shake up alcohol?
No, it should be fine. No, I mean
That's what I thought too.
all they do is age it to give it to you.
That's what I thought too, but it tasted like.
Now,
what?
if there's been fish or something in there, that can
No,
taint taste of other
no,
things.
I don't put fish in my little mini fridge.
Use alcohol.
You should.
Yeah, it's only alcohol.
Maybe because it's been cold for a long time.
That's a problem?
I don't know.
Me
Sounds like
neither.
something could affect it.
I guess, I don't know. But maybe like water it down. Maybe
I know
like
I've left.
freeze it.
I drank rum that was like 5 years old, just sitting in a cupboard.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, that should be though, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. It
Maybe-
doesn't go bad.
but
They age it to sell it for more.
no, that's what I thought too. but it tasted like
But-
fucking shit.
Oh, maybe some Freon and some shit from your fridge got in it.
Well, it had been open too, right? And then I closed it, so I guess air touched it at some point. Now it's cold too, and maybe that fucks with it. I don't know, bro. It tastes like shit. I don't know why. Do not know why. What's going on over here?
He's having
done?
issues.
I'm not
Issues.
done.
All right.
Alright, so anyway, North Korea wants to be dickheads, and we can't fucking put movies.
Right. Well, I mean, there's been dictators and people throughout history that has happened. I mean, the
And then-
Three Stooges were on a hit list for Hitler because of their sketch, The Great Dictator, shitting on him.
That's nuts.
So,
Taking dump.
comedians usually do this, and it's a conversation. It always starts a conversation
Always a conversation.
between said dictator and whatever he doesn't like.
Right.
Disappeared.
What's going on?
I dropped something.
What'd you
I
drop?
don't want the dog to touch it.
What'd you drop?
Big thing to the pin, bro. Little
What
black-
thing to the pen?
Little black thing to the pin.
Oh God! All right.
Where's it at?
While you're down there,
Ugh.
Well, I'm down there.
What are you doing, fiddler on the dick? Jesus. What?
What are you doing sticking my butt? Andy?
that what? What?
Sorry.
Yo, it's gone.
Well, you. What are you looking for? The pin top?
No, bro. I think it goes in the end of it.
Oh, a little black piece in the
Yeah.
end. Wow. So this show is stellar so far. Let me put that out there.
Yeah. What are you
I don't want the
doing?
dog to eat it. and I'm
Is
like,
that it? What is that?
He doesn't like things.
Are you sure he'll be fine?
Yeah, he'll be fine. Besides, something that small, he'd just shit out anyway.
Alright. That's all I was concerned about was the dog.
I appreciate it. He's
Good
like, it
dogs
was
are fun to
delicious.
You already ate it.
All right, moving on.
Wow.
NASA detects mysterious signal 240 million light years away from Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the signal?
Yeah.
The signal was from the Perseus cluster. It was a spike of intensity at a very specific wavelength of X-ray light. They don't know where it's from. And this is not the first cool thing to come from this area. And I'm not saying cool. That is NASA. One of the deepest notes ever detected also came from this area.
Like below 20 hertz?
They said
the
it's
human ear can't hear
57,
it.
57 octaves lower than the middle key of a piano.
That's pretty fucking low.
Yeah.
That was decently low. I've heard lower.
the source could be from possibly dark matter, which would be a huge discovery because their theory is 85% of the universe is dark matter. But they don't have apparently they're having trouble actually finding it in a sense that they can prove it.
Right.
But this part of the universe, it's kind of weird because it's a multi-million degree area. That's how hot it is.
Right.
Millions of degrees. So
Weird.
it's not a signal in the sense of alien life, most likely they feel, but they felt it was possibly a representation of something that proves dark matter. Maybe, possibly, they're looking into it.
Oh, well.
Well, yeah, but I mean, for the most part, to my understanding, most scientists are like almost 100% sure that dark matter fucking exists. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But if they're trying to say that dark matter,
But they're trying to see cases of it in the universe. Like, easy, this is what it is.
But can we just? I mean, how are they just instantly being like, "Oh, it's dark matter"? Like they don't even know exactly where it came from or like what's over there. I mean,
Oh, no. They just said it's a theory. They don't know where the origin is. They do know it was 240 million light years ago, which means it was 240 million years ago that it originated anyway. Which is fucking nuts to
That's
me.
weird.
Yeah.
so it's gonna
Holy
be,
shit.
So you can't really like go back in time and fucking see what happened.
Well, if you go out far enough, you can see dinosaurs here. If you go out far enough and look here,
That
which is
so
nuts.
crazy.
Remember, we saw that.
But we'd have to go like super far away.
Yeah.
How long would it take to get that far away, though?
It'd be impossible
Oh, that's what I thought.
for what we have. That's what I thought. Yeah. What, do you think we're just going to get in one of our
Yep, I just thought, you know.
spaceships that can barely get to the moon right now and fly on out there, George? I'm like, oh, dinosaurs. Let's bring them on back.
Yeah.
I don't think you can bring them back. I don't.
You
think
can, because you can teleport them once you get out there.
I don't
Yo,
think-
if we get
I
out
don't
there,
think
we can
that's how it
control
works.
everything.
I don't think it out of the work either, but I like it.
I think they're already like not existing
You think dinosaurs ever existed?
True.
at that point. What?
You think dinosaurs ever existed?
Oh, yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Whoa, whoa, buddy.
No, because I'm
Better
not
watch
stupid.
out.
Are you stupid?
I didn't lie to you.
Huh? Oh, yeah, let's talk about this. You want to talk about something interesting? By the way, hit us up at Odd Planet Now on Twitter or Facebook.com/Odd Planet Now. Hopefully we got some people watching because I definitely want to hear y'all's opinions on this shit.
Oh, and just add, if y'all want to have anything that y'all want us to talk about, throw it out there because we're not really.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
We're kind of
It's-
free roaming right now.
Yeah, we're free balling.
free balling. Y'all are balling.
So look,
Yeah.
Steven, you ready for this shit?
Nope.
I'm gonna go ahead and let George say it and explain it in the way he wants to explain it, just so he said, doesn't say, "Oh, well, you said it wrong and you made him think this."
You know me, I can't talk right, so I'm just...
I know. Just do what you do,
All
Steven.
right.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
All I was saying... Okay, so we had this conversation earlier, and I was just asking him if he thought that people... How did I ask you? If I thought that people...
No, you
No.
were saying that when somebody lies to you,
Yeah.
Do you think they're lying to you because they think you're dumb? Is that it? Or no?
yes,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Lying to you because they think you're dumb? I mean, not necessarily.
He
Basically
said,
what I'm
he,
getting
said he
at-
thinks that when people lie to him,
They're calling him
they're,
dumb?
no,
I
they're,
assume-
they're
yeah.
assuming that he's dumb.
Yeah, that was what I was getting at.
No. Because, I mean, why lie to you?
No, that's what I'm saying I wouldn't lie.
Like, what would be the point of lying to you?
The point is, I wouldn't lie to someone who I think is obviously smart enough to figure out what I'm lying about.
Right?
And so I wouldn't lie to someone who is.
But what if the person's dumb that's lying and can't make that assumption?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I mean, people still will try to deceive you.
Right. It has
I
nothing
guess,
to do with like them thinking that
Yeah,
you're
it's
dumb.
deception. It has
yeah, they
nothing-
just don't. They want you to not know the truth.
Now, when you're saying intelligence, like, you already know they're lying because of this, or do they have a weird face twitch that you've noticed
No,
every time they lie?
No, it's not something like that. It'd be what the first thing you said, nothing lighter.
Okay. Well, they don't know that you know it.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just wouldn't lie to someone I think is really smart. I mean, I don't ever lie really at all. anymore.
I don't get it. But what?
You don't lie anymore?
But
As
what?
long as I used to.
What exactly is really
That's
smart
fair.
though? Because like somebody might be really smart in math and really dumb in science.
I mean, smart overall. I wouldn't say if someone's really smart in math, then I wouldn't say that person's just like, I don't know. That doesn't really. I don't know.
Now,
I don't think anyone ever thinks.
if they knew you
cognitively.
knew and then still tried to lie and thought it would work, yeah, they're calling you dumb.
At that point, yes. or
He knows, but maybe if I lie just
or
right.
what I was saying earlier was like if I'm wearing a blue shirt and I look over at you, Steven, shit, I'm wearing a black shirt, so this makes more sense.
Liar.
And I,
Lies.
and I look
You
over
think he's dumb?
and I look over at you and I'm like, dude, I'm totally wearing a pink shirt.
Where'd the black thing go?
Yeah.
I would definitely think you're fucking retarded if I expected you to believe it. You know what I mean? But that's like the only kind of case
What
where,
if the person's colorblind?
yeah, then you're just lying. You don't think they're dumb. You just know that they
Yeah.
have no way of accessing color.
I actually have that trouble with red and orange sometimes.
What's that?
What's that?
That's
Pink.
orange, okay? Like, if I've been around it for a while, I get it. But if I'm seeing like, I'm driving,
Orange.
And you
I
see
hate you
and
so
you see a
much.
stop sign, you think that
You
there's
think- you
workers
think
I have
go?
seen
workers
some.
ahead.
I have seen some
think
stop
go?
signs.
That's
I'm not gonna see green.
yeah.
I hate you.
Orange does not go. What I said made way more
Jesus.
sense. You looked at me like I just shitted on him. I looked at you like I just shitted on him, and I was like, no, yours was dumb and mine was funny.
No.
It's yeah, what do you think?
You know, it's. I actually had a moment like that with an
I was
actual
like, yeah?
colorblind person.
No. You do what?
I had a moment like that with an actual colorblind person. I was like, how do you deal with stoplights? He's like, top ones stop, bottom ones go.
Right?
And I was like, I'm an asshole.
Not all the time. Sometimes they flip them horizontally.
Yeah, but
Fuck him.
I've never seen one here in the U.S.
Fuck him.
Have you not?
I think I've seen it before.
There's some down the freaking road.
Yeah.
That's sideways?
Yeah,
so,
down
yeah.
by going towards the
Where?
mall. I thought.
I'm pretty sure we have some in Georgia.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, find them. Find
I'm
them,
serious.
and we'll go drive near them. We'll
And
get a
within-
colorblind person and be like, now what?
Within a 30-minute radius, I'm pretty sure
Crash.
there's some
No,
right.
no.
Should I?
North. Go north.
I never knew.
Should I stay or
Where are
should
those
I go
at?
now? What?
There are, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're
Within 30 minutes. Up going toward north, yeah.
Up going toward north.
Up
going
going
towards
towards
north. Yeah.
No, there they are.
Where's this north? North Pole?
Yes.
Is this Canada?
Yes.
Because Canada, yeah, whatever.
Our
maybe.
oil, Canada.
Nice.
So anyway, so you don't think that people are just think you're dumb when
They're
lying,
trying to
right?
deceive you, first
Right.
and utmost.
Yeah, exactly. That's the intention. It's not that they're like, this guy's fucking stupid. Hey.
No, I'm not saying
This,
they're,
this,
Because
this.
They're
sometimes
not
people don't
lying
even process, they just
because
lie.
you're dumb. Well, hold on.
Yeah, no, you said that they're lying to you, and they
The
assume
reason
that
they're
you're
lying
dumb.
isn't because they're, yeah.
They assume that you're dumb,
Yeah.
so they're gonna lie to you.
But they're not lying to them because they think they're dumb.
That's fine, but they're. I mean,
Now,
I don't-
a politician may say something like that. They're dumb, we can lie to them.
right,
Hell yeah, they would.
right.
But I don't think the lie is
think
calling them
sometimes-
dumb. I think they're calling them dumb first, then
Well, you're right,
lying
not
to
all the
them.
time. I
Right.
think sometimes it might be the case.
Yeah, well, I mean, if
I thought it was an
If
interesting
we're-
little...
If they have the
if
thought,
we're, if
if
we're
they have the
arguing,
thought,
if we're
he'd
arguing
be easy
that,
to
then
lie
I
to.
could agree that
Yeah.
sometimes people might think that.
If the person's easy to lie to, and you're like,
All I'm saying is I wouldn't lie to someone who's like really smart. That's what we're getting at.
yeah.
I don't know.
So you would just stab them?
But I would though
I'd be like,
because.
he would know.
But
Yeah,
if
exactly.
it's something that they'd have no clue of knowing what you're lying about, then yeah, you could definitely fucking lie to them about shit. You know, they'd be like, so, you know, how old were you when you first fucking had sex? And, you know, let's say that you first had sex when
Tell
you
me
were
this one
38. When you were 38, but
Watch
you didn't
George
want
go
this
down.
but you didn't want this really
yeah.
smart
You're-
person to know that.
By the way, I found 2 stars. Y'all want to see a magic trick? I dropped 1
I'm in
star.
mid-sentence, and
got
you're
2
just going to be a dick. You want to do that?
He started it.
Anyways.
I was making fun of that. Go ahead.
So you got a really smart dude, and the
He
really
said water.
you got a really smart dude, and the really smart dude is asking you a question. When was the first time you had sex? But the first time you had sex, you were like 38, but you didn't want him to know that because you're like, oh no, I'm a little bitch. I had sex when I was 16, and he'll be like, oh okay, cool. I mean, you could definitely lie to a really smart person about that. It doesn't.
And you'd have to, because that
Yeah.
can ruin your life.
Nothing about their intelligence
shouldn't,
would
but it
make
would.
them know what happened to you when you were a younger lad.
I don't know.
And then he'd
I
be like,
also-
well,
So
let me
you
calculate.
can easily lie to smart people. I mean,
Maybe. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I would.
No, the simple
How-
fact of the matter
The
is,
thing is, how do the breast feel? Like
Like
sand?
bags of sand,
Okay.
right?
All right, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Then you're not lying.
So
Okay.
we're
Now we
back to
know.
40.
40? He said 38, I thought.
Yeah.
I know. And I'm going with 40.
He thinks 2 more years
Yeah.
it might happen.
For me,
Year Old
probably.
Virgin is the movie.
Yeah.
Hate.
Anyway, so that's that.
He argued with 40, and I'm like, I'm just referencing a movie.
There's a movie about that.
All right.
You're quoting from it, so I hate you. God dang it.
You dudes suck.
That may be true.
So I got an interesting question.
I doubt it, but go on.
I believe him.
What is the scariest thing you've ever witnessed in person?
I don't have a story for this. I don't know. I don't know. I've been asked this lately, or like recently, by someone, and I was like, I don't think that scary happened to me.
Nothing. You've never witnessed anything scary.
Yeah, but let me think.
Well, you can go back to when you were a kid, even being scared of the dark. Maybe
Came out of the
you're
birth
scared.
canal. Ah!
It smells like vagina in here.
Vagina and doctors.
Mommy, why is this sand in your vagina?
It's like sweat.
That's not daddy.
I smell sweat, vagina, and
Oh.
something sterile.
I wish we could record the first smells we have, because that would be
It's
Horrible.
terrifying.
Stop.
We don't need to be birthed in hospitals.
little
It's-
placenta pizza.
This is placenta pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the smells that we have like while in there?
Yeah, that. Well, I mean, and coming
Can you
out,
smell?
all that comes with
I don't
you.
think you can smell while you're in there, bro. You can't like breathe regular
Well, I'm
air
not
and
not
shit.
then, yeah, but as soon
mean
as you're out,
right when
that
you come
first
out?
breath of air.
It's got to be an epic one. And it's crazy, like you just know how to do it too.
We need
like,
to
when
start
you go
putting
out.
fresheners in hospitals just for that.
Yeah,
That may make kids smarter
new baby
or
room
something. They
smell.
need to do a study. Hey, quit digging.
You going to China?
Yeah,
I think I've had scary dreams. It would be like that's the only thing I can think of.
That's it.
I'm trying, bro.
I mean, the scariest thing that you've ever witnessed.
I don't know. Y'all want to?
someone's gonna chime in.
I mean, I have one. I was just waiting for you dudes to fucking.
Well, I can't say mine.
Why not?
I'm not at liberty to do so. Give me 3 more weeks.
What?
Then I could say so. 3 more weeks.
I'm not following either.
Because I'm about to be all done.
Oh.
You know why.
I thought yours would have been the
Well, the ghost?
no, the dude. Well, the ghost too.
Oh, that wasn't. I mean, I was in my car though. I mean, I'll talk about that
You
because
still
it was
witnessed it.
messed up. Yeah, it was messed up. So, I used to work at Blockbuster, which is scary by itself. The people that would come in there, but this, and I used to second shift, so I drive home at midnight every night. Once I saw a meteor explode, and I thought the world was ending. Ran inside, got on, looked at the news, nothing was happening. Second time though, what I saw was terrifying as hell. But this, on the side of the road, there was a gentleman walking away from me. He didn't look like he was in the right time, is the best way to put it. The way he was dressed, he had white shoes, light blue pants, black belt, plaid shirt, but it was like a yellowish and like a brown mixture of plaid, so like 70s or maybe earlier looking plaid. And this gentleman was holding a teddy bear in his left hand, but I didn't catch on to that. Like I was just looking him up and down because I lived like in the country on like a dirt road, and he he's just walking, and then I drive like kind of near him, and I'm like staring at him, just fucking like in awe of like what this is. I'm like, oh, maybe he's looking for someone, and then he turns his head and looks at me, and his frames, his glasses look like they were from the 50s, like Buddy Holly style, before Buddy Holly style started to become popular again, obviously. He had black hair, slicked to like, I don't know how to describe it, but it wasn't a current haircut at the time. This was like,
You almost look like Clark Kent kind of haircut.
yeah, it was like 2000, when did I work there? It must have been like 2004, 2005 is when I saw this guy. And I asked like a couple neighbors the next day, like, you see anything or anything? And no, nothing. You never showed up anywhere or anything. But it was weird. Gave me fucking chills. And I noticed the teddy bear when our eyes connected. Then I looked down. He was holding a teddy bear by its hand and walking down the street. And that was freaky as fuck. I wasn't necessarily scared, but it did freak me out. Because he didn't seem threatening. But, I mean, the way it felt like a ghost, kind of. It's weird.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It was weird.
Alright, you got anything yet?
No, I don't mean...
Nothing. You've never witnessed. I mean,
He's
bro,
a young guy.
No,
Some
but it
people-
doesn't matter though. The scariest thing you've ever seen. It doesn't have to be the scariest thing we've ever heard. You've seen something scary in person.
I just can't
Have
think-
you ever seen a car wreck? Have you ever seen a fucking
Fight?
Have you ever seen a puppy fall? A fucking a fight?
Oh no, puppy!
Yeah, right. Something you've seen something.
Yeah.
Just what's that comes to mind right now?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I don't have any stories that come right away. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Well, stay here, Sammy.
All right. Yeah, but you know what's funny though? Like I'm gonna start saying my story. He's gonna get all engulfed in it, and while he's listening, he's not gonna think about his fucking
No,
shit.
he's off in his own world anyway.
I'm always am. I'm always am.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah, let's work on grammatical errors. Fucking
That's
apostrophes.
speech.
Semicolon.
Yeah, semicolons. Yeah. Fucking.
That's the scariest thing I've ever witnessed.
God,
Dude, someone with half an ass would be scary.
half an ass. Yeah, they do shit half-assed.
I
Semicolon.
gotta get out of here.
That's awesome.
There
You
has-
can now say that. You can now say that people who use semicolons do shit half-assed. Semicolon. It's awesome. You can shit on them. Half-assed. Shit on them like that.
No, I get it. Just get on with your
It's like-
fucking.
I'm trying to find the funny point in this, but I couldn't.
Where's the-
We're gonna do that.
Oh, this joke was so scary.
I don't know.
Whoa,
Maybe
that's the
funny part
scariest
is that-
thing I've ever heard, bro.
All right, we're gonna do that.
What a scary joke.
We can do that.
Ah!
Dude,
I guess we're doing it. Are we doing it? Are we
It's
doing
obviously a funny
Smash
joke.
it.
Smash.
It's obviously a funny joke.
I know it was a funny joke. Anyway,
None of you know it's a funny joke.
I know it was a funny joke. I know funny when I
Fool
hear
yourself.
and say funny. When I make funny, I know it. Anyway, so my story. This is like really crazy. Like
This is our Halloween special.
it was me and it was my dude Dave or Direct or what have you. And like I want to say there was like 3 females in the car. And like we were going to like this party thing. It was like downtown. It's in Orlando. And in the midst of driving or whatever, and yo, Dave or Direct or whatever, like if you don't watch this episode, which you're probably not, I'm gonna tell you to watch it. And I want you to remind me, like tell me if I'm like saying it pretty much how it went down, just to see if we have like the same remembrance of this particular story or whatever. But so we're going to like this little fucking, I want to say it was like some kind of fraternity fucking party thing that I wasn't a part of a fraternity or anything, but they just had all these females at these events. So like we kind of wanted to roll. So we're driving and shit, and then we stop. It's on like this like weird like little back road kind of thing, and we're stopped, and there's like 2 cars in front of us. What? I don't know,
He was distracted. I was trying. I'm watching on here, right? And I'm listening. But he fucking just left the building. He was like,
I was thinking.
no, I gotta.
I'm listening to you at the same time, though. You're
Okay,
driving with
alright.
Direct, and you're
Yeah.
the ladies in the strip club, not strip club.
Anyway, so we're driving, right? And there's 2 cars in front of us or whatever, and like we come to a stop because they're just fucking stopped. And we were just talking or whatever. We weren't really thinking about anything necessarily. And then all of a sudden, fucking one of the cars we notice like goes around something. They go forward or whatever. Well, the other car kind of like pulls up, so it's like us and like one other car or whatever the fuck. And all of a sudden, like we notice that like there's like these dudes that are walking to a car which was stopped in the road, doors open and shit. And these dudes are like walking or whatever the fuck. And there's like this woman there. There's a church like right here, like where we're at. It was like mad, like awkwardly, like eerie. It was like a very simple, just like white church kind of thing, just like really simple or whatever. And these dudes are like carrying this lady, like arms, legs, and everything. They're like carrying this lady, which normally you'd be like, what the fuck? Like we should do something about this. But this is where it got really fucking weird. She was like, it looked like she was pregnant. or something like that.
Yeah.
And her stomach was like glowing. It was like glowing like fucking red. Like it was mad fucking. It wasn't like blood. It wasn't like blood all over the place or anything. It was
You're
like,
saying a light glow.
it was like a light, like
Okay.
a glowing from her stomach, like she was about to give birth to fucking Satan. Is like what we like, and what this is. So that's what's going on in my mind. And to be honest, I think, and Dave or director or whatever you want to be called to everyone out here, which is one person maybe watching.
Well, what date did it happen?
Well, that's what I was about to say. This is
that
what
the date?
This is what's crazy. It was real close to fucking 666.
Yeah.
Because that's when Omen came out. Y'all remember the movie Omen?
Yeah.
And it was right around like that time, I believe. And I like made it.
Oh, not the original. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, the new one that
The
they
new one.
dropped.
I got you,
yeah,
got you,
and
got
I
you.
was like, isn't that fucking crazy? And like, I mentioned that or whatever. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the car. And like, everyone that was in the car, mind you, it was like me and everyone else was black in the car, right? So like, I'm the only one that's like trying to talk about it. Like, finally, like, we go around it or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck did we just see? And everyone's just sitting there and they're silent and shit. And I was like, no, like, for real, like, what the fuck did we just see? And everyone was like, shut up, Rob. Like, just shut up. Yeah, obviously, my name's Rob, if you didn't know. And they're like, just shut up, Rob. We're not talking about it, Rob. Just shut up. And I was like, no, but like, her stomach. And everyone was like, shut up, Rob. And like, we just didn't talk about it. And we left, and nothing was
Well, wait. She
said
was
about it
being
again.
carried to a car.
She was being carried?
Was she put in the trunk?
No, they were trying to put her like in the back seat, I think.
Okay.
But her stomach was glowing like red, and they looked like they were like almost laughing. I feel like I saw them kind of like laughing about something or something. It was weird.
That
bro.
is weird.
I have no fucking clue what like that shit was all about or like what
Yeah,
actually
that's
happened.
nuts. Did it scare you, or were you more like, "What's going on"?
No, well, I mean the picture itself, the whole scene was.
imagery of it,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a decently like terrifying kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't like a prank or anything like that, and it was like something that legit was happening, that's
Yeah.
completely unexplainable. I don't know how anyone's
Right.
stomach can glow. You know what I mean? And it was glowing like reddish, and it was right in front of a church, which made it even more.
What-
like,
what
fucking
time of day
freaky.
was this?
It was night. It was at night.
Just night.
Yeah, it was night. It was like I don't know. It had to have been like I would presume.
What lit?
Since we were going out to like a party kind of thing, it was probably like in between like 9 and 11 o'clock. Somewhere around there, I would presume.
What lit the situation? Were there street lights?
That's a good question. I can't really remember. I don't think if there wasn't many. I don't think. I can't remember though. To be honest, bless you.
That's ironic. Bless you.
Yeah, yeah. I can't really remember.
Yeah,
what,
that's weird.
There might have been like 1 or 2 street lights because I know we definitely could see stuff and we could see decently vividly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was mad fucking
You know,
creepy.
the 666, the rebels, supposedly in Israel at the time, the rebels and the Christians going against the Romans, they talked in codes, and a lot of those numbers represented people. So 666, they actually broke it down, and it just meant Emperor Nero. So, but he was
Which
a
is
nut
interesting
job
because
and a dangerous
Nero
dude.
Nero is a burning software.
Yeah, he burned.
Burning?
Well, burning Rome. Yeah, that's what it is.
Huh.
Because he burned Rome. half of it.
Flames,
So that's why.
hell,
weird.
Satan,
So there's a history behind that.
fire. That's
Yeah, no, he was a really bad dude. So, I mean, if you're going to come up with a bad... If there's like an antichrist, like, that may have already happened.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
That's nuts.
Yeah, but that story was fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, maybe the guy from Mine and her got along and created that.
You said maybe what?
The guy from Mine and her got it on and created that.
Oh, fuck. That is fucking terrifying, bro. Fucking
I
terrifying.
don't think you survived the birth of something like that.
What Hemi discusses omens, glowing stomachs, and all kinds of bizarreness on Odd Planet now.
Good looking out, Merc. Shout out Mercury Storm
Yeah.
for the ill fucking recaps and shit. You're the dude, man. Yeah, it was mad fucking awkward. Anyway, what you got,
I
bro?
don't got anything. I don't know.
He still doesn't, so...
Well, hold on. No,
I'm about to show him something that may be the scariest thing he's ever seen.
okay.
This is going to be our...
I literally can't think of anything. It can't be that scary if I can't think of it.
Like, but nothing though. Like nothing that was even kind of like terrifying?
I'm trying to
a
think
little
of
bit?
like. I mean, my memory's.
George can be
kinda
one of those.
not
When
good,
it's really
but-
traumatic, he shuts down.
Well, I don't doubt
And
it.
then
When we
it
talked about
blocks out.
fucking STDs, he put his head down. STDs.
So he there may be really bad
maybe
things.
an STD video that you watched when you were younger and scared.
Dude,
Maybe you saw a video about really tall women that scared the shit out of you.
probably.
Yeah, there it is. I like that one.
Slender Man.
I like it.
I don't freaking.
All right, so here's our
This is
here's a
stupid.
what the fuck picture I want y'all to look at because I saw it earlier this week and I was like, this is literally what the fuck.
Yeah.
It better be.
I don't do any less.
What's going on there?
This is the scariest thing I've
What's
ever
he
seen.
wearing? Like a golden suit?
All right, here.
What's
now
up with his face? Can you zoom in on his face?
Let's see what we can
He's
do.
on the page.
Was he in blackface?
Yeah, and happy time.
Oh, that's his dick there.
Maybe
It's a golden dick.
look at
Look
that
at his
face
hands.
though. Yeah,
really weird.
everyone online was calling us gold member.
That's funny.
I don't know.
Look at it. His hands look really creepy.
Yeah, no, there's.
'Cause
I
look
mean,
at his face. His face is like black,
you got like
but his
trash
hands are-
going on. You
What
got
if
a
you walked in the
guitar.
room? What if you walked in the room and this was happening? I'd be so scared.
See, there, I told you this
Yeah,
would be
I
a
mean,
scary moment.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Look at
just
the
walked
smile.
in and didn't know who this was,
And look how busy the apartment complex is. He
right?
lives
He's just doing this.
with
Oh, yeah.
no curtains, none.
Look how bored he was.
There's what do you mean? The person taking this is wearing something close to that, and they're about to have a really good time.
Yeah, probably so. It's weird.
And it could be an
His
animal.
his hands creep me out because they're not the same color as his face there.
Well, his face is painted.
But his hands aren't.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
It's just creepy to me. He's two-tone. That's even creepier than the fucking gold suit with the big gold penis.
That's where the line is.
Yeah,
Gold penis.
that's weird.
I don't like
times.
this.
Thanks, Steven.
No problem.
I emailed you something if you want to show that. It's pretty interesting. It's a video.
Well, we'll get to it. We have so much to talk about.
Perfectly fine. I just wanted you to know.
No, it's already
Future
forgotten.
reference. Now you know I emailed you something.
What'd you email me?
It's a pretty interesting video. What
Because I have to go look at it.
do you mean you have to go look at it?
I'm going to look at it. What'd you email it to?
Fucking Viridian.
No.
It's already forgotten. Delete.
What are we gonna do now, guys?
Everything. So this
So
week,
stuck on the
Do
scary
you want
thing.
Do you want more water?
yeah, we got water right there.
It's alright.
Do you want some?
Are you good?
I'm gonna do that. You think of something fucking scary
I'm
because
trying. This is
how are
gonna
you
make
the
me
only
mad.
one that just has nothing?
we'll wait till the
scary?
end of the show and we'll see if we can.
He's not gonna have anything though. That's not how that works.
Well
That's
then,
not how the human mind
we
works.
should just leave it alone.
He's gonna get too involved in everything else that we're talking about.
That's fine.
And there's
Maybe
just-
today's episode is gonna be the scariest thing. He did.
I just don't
He
get
did
how you
react
don't-
to that picture like it was terrifying. He said if you walked in on that, that would have been. Ugh.
Yeah, if that happened, there's something.
How old were you when your situation happened?
You said 2006?
Because when it happened to me, I was like 24.
I was 20.
22.
I was 20 something.
Okay, well he has a couple more years.
Yeah, but there was other things. Like if that had not happened, then I would say that the scariest moment probably in my life, aside from like that just being
Yeah.
fucking terrifying, was when I was on a. I was like super fucking young, and I was on a Ferris wheel, and that shit just fucking stopped.
Yeah.
Like, and this was a big fucking Ferris wheel. And, like, it was right on top. Like, it just fucking stopped. And it was, like, fucked up. And then we're sitting there, and it's, like, me and my mom and my dad. And I was, like, mad fucking young and shit. And I'm just chilling. And I didn't even have a fear of heights at this time. And I think this is what made me have a fear of heights. We're just sitting there, and, like, it was, like, long. Like, awkwardly long that we were sitting there. And it just, they couldn't get it working.
Yeah.
And it was either my dad or my mom. Somebody mentioned, well, I guess they're going to have to get the fire department here. And they're going to have to try to get us down.
Yeah.
And, like, I was thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, if they have a ladder that, like, comes up this high, like, if they do, then it's going to come up. And then what's going to happen is, like, I'm sitting here, ladder's going to be here. So there's going to be a point where I have to go from here where I am, even though they'd probably, like, grab me and help me. I'd
Well,
have
they
to
hook
go,
you too.
I'd have to go from here, and I'd be suspended in midair and then go onto the fucking ladder and then have to like go down, and that scared the fucking shit out of me.
They
Like
hook you first.
it doesn't matter, bro. Like that's still fucking terrible. Oh, you're hooked.
Yeah.
What, are you cool with heights?
No, but
Then shut the
but
fuck up,
when I'm
that's
locked
terrifying.
in, I'm good.
No, I'm not locked. No, I'm not good. You never know what can happen. Oh yeah, you're locked in. Oh okay, belt loop fucking rips. Ah, fucking
It's
death.
not gonna be
Like,
on your
bruh.
belt loop.
Yeah.
They put you in a harness.
Yeah, okay, harness rips.
What?
Fucking.
What fire department do you deal with?
Bro,
Here,
I'm
click.
young. I'm super young. Like, what do you mean?
We're
you
talking.
should know how the world
Yeah, well, you
works.
said you said
I don't
belt
fucking
loop
know.
now.
I've never had to be saved by the fire department. In
We're
that
going
kind
on
of
a Ferris
scenario.
wheel until you do.
They're just gonna give me a fucking harness, and anyway, look, terrifying. So I would say that would probably be
Yeah.
like the other like most terrifying thing. Like
No, I was
fucking
stuck on
ever.
the,
and there's others too. There's
I was-
plenty of
I was-
fucking things when I was little that was
Yeah,
fucking terrifying.
I got you.
Yeah,
George
so
doesn't
fucking
have
you-
one.
I don't have a good memory.
There's
I
one there.
I
You're
at
blocking
Six
it.
Flags was stuck on the spaceship. You know the one that goes.
Yeah,
They couldn't cut it off.
the spinny joint.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah,
the-
vertical. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, the shuttle. They go.
Oh, you're talking about the one that
Yeah, the space
goes like
shuttle.
this? Oh, I thought you were talking about the joint that spins and you're up against the wall.
That's the Gravitron. No, they don't, do they? They don't have that at Six Flags. I'm talking
I
about
have
the
no
spaceship.
fucking clue.
Goes all the way
I have
around.
A bunch of fairs.
You've-
Yeah.
You've had
well,
a
what
bunch-
happened?
Eventually it stopped, but it was a good while later. But we're like that's the height of the
Oh,
ride.
so they couldn't stop it.
Yeah,
and you
the
just,
guy was literally down there.
and
hitting
you just
things
kept
and
going
calling.
around and around and around and around.
I was like, oh no, this is what I wanted. I was on a class trip too, so it was like everyone from my class was on at the same time.
That's terrifying. Like, did you think for a minute that people would just die from going around and around so much?
No, I didn't think that at all.
Like, what if though? Could you? It's
I-
gotta be dangerous to some degree.
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any. Unless you fall asleep and something shakes and you snap your neck because you're loose.
Ugh, that sucks.
But I had to think really hard just to come up with that, so I doubt it's possible. So,
Nothing. Still.
I don't know. I went to like text my mom, and be like, "Yo, I don't even." know.
were you ever riding a bike and like fell off?
Yeah.
I haven't learned how to ride a bike until I was like 11.
Uh,
And ever since then, it was golden.
It was, you never fell and was like, oh shit, did I break my leg or something?
And I fell skating a bunch, and I was never like scared. I was like, whatever, broke my arm, whatever.
He could be one of those guys. He wants to go chase Bigfoot with his bare hands.
We used to chase alien. We used to watch like these weird videos where like this weird alien thing called the Rake, and we like
The
went out-
Rake.
we'd go-
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. I've
we
seen
go,
that.
we went out and like tried to find it and stuff. Like I don't know.
There you go. See, George is
love
not.
Phoenix.
Stephen
that-
Kelly discusses the gold member, and we don't mean Austin Powers on Odd Planet now with Immune George.
there it is. We're not gonna be able to see it. Oh, maybe we will. There it is.
Mark Steezo, hamming out.
Ah,
The dude.
The dude.
all right. I want to get into politics a little bit.
Yeah?
A little bit. Because something great happened recently that has not happened in a long time. And this was on Fox News.
Fox is the worst.
Are they?
Oh, unless you're okay, go on. Yeah, I might know what you're talking about.
Dick Cheney?
Yes, they called him out.
They did.
Yep.
I saw the whole thing.
Yep.
It was still very conservative.
I haven't
or
heard
whatever.
any of this. What happened?
All right, Dick Cheney, he did a thing for Wall Street. I forgot what it's called, but a little article kind of thing, shitting on Obama about Iraq and how we're pulling out and how it's being handled. And he goes on to Fox News. Megyn Kelly was the reporter, well, the journalist or whatever you want to call her, the host, interviewing him. And she handed it to him a little bit. Because he was pretty much like, yeah, we would be seen as liberators, weapons of mass destruction. We should leave at least 15,000 troops in there, but the White House turned that down. Then they recommended 10,000, turned that down. Then he was going to leave 3,000. And she basically went in there and was like, hey, these are questions that are being asked of you. You're wrong. She's like, you got this wrong. You got this wrong. But she wasn't asking them. These were things that were written like in the Washington Post, which is normally known as more left-leaning. But she was reading them nonetheless. She was reading from the left.
Right.
questions directed at him, and I mean, he got repetitive of his statements. Like he did well, he defended his points decently, but anytime someone gets kind of stuttery and repeats themselves, you're hitting them pretty hard.
Right.
And it was good to see conservative news hitting which one of the mainstays of being a conservative was Dick Cheney, but I think the party's starting to separate themselves from him because a lot of what he did and what he was about ended up being shit. So we need that. I saw him, Bill Maher. He's like, dude, he was like, bravo, this is awesome. We need it on both sides. We need everyone questioning everything and actually holding, even if it's your home team, you need to be like, hey.
Holding people accountable
Right,
for their
you need to
statements
do-
and what they believe in, yeah.
Exactly.
I agree. Completely.
But it was, I think stuff like that depolarizes America because, like, an average left person would go watch that and be like, oh shit, yeah, why did you do that? Good. And then they're like, it made Fox News a little more reasonable for that moment in time
Right.
for a lot of people. Not saying that they're not.
Stephen
Reasonable.
and Hemi share personal terror stories involving the Six Flags Space Shuttle and the fire department on Odd Planet Now with George.
Jeez.
And then he posted pictures. Yo, Mercury Storm. Y'all need to go add this guy. Mercury Storm. Y'all need to add him. He's the funniest dude in the world. Look.
He's a hero.
This dude posted pictures of a fucking fire truck, a 1964 picture of the fucking space shuttle, and fucking us.
You don't leave it far long. There you go. Your screen's too bright.
It's amazing.
Yep, that's all us. This
The
is
fuck is-
all real.
Fuck is too bright, bro.
It's too bright for the camera. It's dark in here. Because we're in space, like you wanted.
Like we wanted.
Like you wanted.
I want to be underwater.
You want to be underwater. Remember?
We can fucking do that.
Sea Lab 2021.
You've never drowned before, but prepare yourself. That'll be something fucking scary. Let's do that to George. Let's
You're
drown
gonna
him.
torture. You're gonna touch George just so he has his tail.
Yeah, get him. So he has a tail.
Yeah.
Are
You
you-
want him to tell a story?
Are you?
Tales from the Crypt.
What the fuck just happened, bro?
What?
So he has a tail. Like, are you
tail.
really, bro?
What do you want me to say?
When
A
were
fable?
you? When were you born, bro? The fucking 20s.
What do you want me? A myth?
So
What do you
he-
want me to say?
So he has a tail.
Yeah. A tale to tell.
Don't do that. That's not common. It's
good alliteration.
It's not common.
good to
in
sound
young
good.
folks.
What would you prefer me say?
Like a story.
An epic poem?
A poem. You know, my mom calls them poems. Yeah. Yeah, and I tell her. I tell her.
No,
There's
she
not
doesn't.
there's not a fucking I in the word.
There's not.
Poem. She
I
calls
made
them
my
poems.
brain stop.
But when I hear it though, I think like, dude, that should be what it should be called. They should be called poems.
Sounds nicer.
They should just, yeah,
Poems.
Yeah, no, we
Poems.
call them poems. Hey,
Poems.
hey, you read the fucking poem.
Poem.
You call them poems. It sounds a little more
Edgar Allan
elegant.
poems.
Elegant. Elegante.
Elegante.
Elefante.
Elefante.
Elephant.
Belafonte. Musician.
Tail. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Tailspin.
I don't accept it.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh, ooh.
I wasn't going to go into all that, but I'm glad you did. We did it, guys. All right. I think we can shut it down for tonight. Tailspin. We started to do the intro for it.
Bump.
Let's
Yo,
get out of
speaking
here.
of intro, you didn't play the intro.
I so did. You were busy.
Yeah.
When?
You were making the thing.
What do you mean when? At the beginning. When do you play an intro?
You should.
At the beginning of the tale,
I just
right?
didn't- okay. Alright, guess we played the intro. Sorry, folks.
All right.
Inaccurate information brought to you by me.
A Harvard professor.
He posted
Oh,
again.
God.
He posted again. This is amazing. He said Hemi acknowledges my post about Odd Planet Now on Odd Planet with Stephen and George.
Did he just Inception us?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm doing
hold
it
on.
again.
No more Inception.
I'm doing it again. I'm
All right,
showing
just
him.
leave it there for a second. All right, Inception.
Go ahead and take another screenshot, Mark.
Oh,
Here it goes.
no. All right, we left it up there long enough.
That's
Mark.
hilarious.
Merc, I like it. I like it.
He's the dude.
Christopher Nolan's excited.
Hey, for anybody watching right now, also, I am getting a new tattoo on Friday. So, if anyone has any ideas, legitimate ideas that revolve around alien shit, fucking hit us up. at Odd Planet Now on Twitter or Facebook.com/Odd Planet Now. And I'm thinking, just so y'all know, I'm thinking about getting it like right here on the top of the forearm instead of the. What? Is that a fucking problem?
The same arm?
Did you need something? Yeah.
I agree, same arm,
It's how you
actually.
get sleeves, bruh.
Oh, I understand the concept.
Cool.
But, I mean, just.
Well, if I do this arm, then I have to wear fucking long sleeve shirts to fucking work every day, and I don't.
Aren't
I
you
don't even
already?
get- but I don't get like now.
So wait, you leave one up and the
yeah,
other.
He does.
I'm at least half cool. Yeah. It helps me with my fucking
What
body
gang are
heat.
you in? Is what I want to know.
The
What?
gang that hates being at work because I can't fucking show my awesome tats.
The one-armed bandit.
You don't have to laugh that hard.
Yeah, no,
One
it's
arm
funny.
bandit.
No, is that fucking funny?
The one arm bandit.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, it's from The Fugitive.
Yeah, it could be better.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Tell him, what was the thing that you told me today that you were like, oh no, it's my idea that I came up with? I remember what it was.
Oh, I hate
The
these.
dog.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny to, not funny. I was like, we were talking about money and stuff. I was like, yo, we should just, what was the first thing I said? I was like, we should just start suing people. I was like, you know what you should do? We should start stealing dogs and then wait for the reward to be posted, then give them back. And he's like, that's in a movie. I'm like,
Yeah, Seven Psychopaths. Yeah.
I've
never heard of this.
I told you.
I'm so
It's
upset.
an awesome movie. You should watch it. But
It's-
no,
it's
that's
a good
been
movie.
like a normal crime for a long time anyway.
oh, well, I guess I'm not that
Creative.
creative.
But you just lied to me. You think I'm dumb?
Mm-hmm.
Not in this tale.
God damn it.
One-armed
you.
one-armed bandits stealing dogs.
Not in this tale.
It's a good idea. We should do it.
This is preposterous.
Yeah.
I'm not stealing fucking dogs.
Yeah,
What do
that's like the worst thing you could do.
yeah, you don't do that. Imagine somebody stole Mulligan.
Oh, hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh
You're going to end up stealing one where the people are like, fuck, yes.
no. Good.
They won't
we
want
don't
him
want
back.
Yeah.
And you're going to end up with the dog that chews your shit
I
out.
wouldn't keep it.
You wouldn't keep it, so you're going to kill the dogs too.
Hell yeah.
There's a more...
Hell yeah.
You're going to feed it to Bigfoot, aren't you?
These are bait.
I can't believe that you don't have something that you've dealt with in your life that's scary.
I can't. It can't be that scary. But I can't think of anything.
I just don't fucking. I don't get it.
Sorry.
You know what's scary about
I
that?
know my life.
The void.
Of not having something
Yeah,
scary.
that's scary.
I mean, bro, what about like when you were just little?
Have
like,
you experienced
I had really scary dreams when I was
something?
little. I don't. That's the only thing I think of when I'm from little. I don't have that good. I can't think of anything like past.
All right, well, let's roll with that then. What's your scariest dream?
When I was little, I kept having this one dream where I was like, I was in my I think I was in the bathroom. And I was like walking towards my room, and like there was just like this guy there, and like the closer he got, like the more I couldn't yell. Like I figured this is a common thing, but I would like yell for help, and like the closer he got, like the quieter I could, and I would like try to scream, and I tried to scream, but I couldn't, and I had it all the time. I had it all the time.
What did the dude look like?
Just I can't put a face on me. I think it was just like all black.
A lot of time people don't do faces in dreams.
But he was just a dude.
Yeah.
It's just usually you knowing.
He didn't feel like a monster or anything. Like,
No,
he
it was just a
was
dude.
Just a dude, like
Yeah,
that, like
I think-
what, like broke into the house or something.
I
you
guess
think?
so, yeah. And I want to say my mom remembers me having these dreams. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you told her about him, I would presume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also went to like therapy when I was little too. And that was probably why. I don't remember why. I was little.
Oh, there you go.
That's crazy.
Hypnotherapy. You erased it all.
There you go. At least
Good job. That was good work.
But that's also where I don't know. I was also really scared of storms then too. So
Oh, yeah. There you go. He's scared of storms.
that's when I was little.
Yeah, but is that like the scariest?
No,
thing?
it's not. I'm trying to think. There has to be something. You're right. I don't know though. When I first moved down here, I was living by myself, or sort of by myself for a little
Yeah.
bit. I was having really bad dreams when I first moved down here. I guess just because I'm used to like living not by myself or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to like wake up screaming and stuff. They were so bad.
That's
There
great.
you go. There's something.
I bought like this candle, or I bought like Febreze has like these 2 scents that are supposed to help you sleep.
Mm.
And I bought a candle of one of them, and it was like one of the worst nights ever. I hated that thing.
Really?
Yeah,
It triggers memories.
it was horrible.
That sucks. What about you? What's the scariest dream you've ever had?
Well, I was walking down some stairs, completely dark, and I could hear, you know those blades in Indiana Jones that would swing and shit? I could hear that. I can hear whooshing, and then I can hear shing, shing. And like the whooshing in between all that. I can't do 2 sounds at once. whooshing.
Whooshing.
And I was walking towards that, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't go that way. And then I turned, and I was in a room, completely dark. A light cuts on, and a giant spider comes out, but it's not a typical spider. Its legs were human fingers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
And I was like,
Man,
time to go down the stairs with the shing, shing, shing. And I ran down, and I woke up after that. But yeah, no, there was a light that came on.
So you chose spider human fingers. Fuck it.
No, I don't know.
You chose Shing.
Yeah.
And how big was the spider again?
It was huge.
So it was like.
But this was like when I was really little.
So it was
everything
like
huge.
size, but like
It
big.
appeared as such, but it was funny that a light came on like a spotlight, and then it walked into that light
Yeah, that's crazy.
with the human.
Yeah, that's creepy as fuck.
I don't want to think about it anymore.
Wow, that is really
We're
creepy.
done here.
Wow.
Ugh.
Well, mine, I would say, and actually this was a really interesting one because it was scary as fuck. At the time, at least, like when I tell people about it, like they're like, "Oh, how was that scary?" But like you gotta picture like being in a dream, and it's like very realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends how deep you're in. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a big one. But after I tell you about the dream, I'm gonna tell you like what happened like afterwards, which is fucking awesome. So in this dream, it was like all the fucking like classic joints, like the fucking Dracula, fucking like a werewolf, you know, fucking Frankenstein, shit like that. And I was in like this fun house kind of thing, so just like a shitload of mirrors, and I'm like running away from these like legitimate monsters, like witches and shit like that too. I'm like running away from these like legitimate monsters, and I'm fucking terrified. Like I am so fucking scared in this dream, it's ridiculous. And I'm running, and then I realize that while I'm in there, like I'm looking all over the place, and every single, I just see them all over the place, all around me, because I'm in a fucking fun house, like filled with just mirrors, like just a big ass mirror room. You know what I mean? And I see them all over the place, and all of a sudden, like, I realized, I was like, I have no clue how to get out of here. And I just, at some point, I just said, you know what, fuck it. And, like, I turned around, and I just started, like, walking back towards, like, where they all were. I guess I figured out, like, where they were, you know, located or whatever. I went towards them, and then, like, right when I got up close to them, like, I went to, like, go punch him or whatever. And, like, right when, like, the punch connected or whatever the fuck,
Maybe
I
really
woke
slow?
up. Huh?
Whenever I punch in dreams, I can't. It's like it feels like this, you know.
Yeah.
Is it the same for you?
I don't know. I think in this particular one, it was. I mean, I feel like I guess it was slow motion.
I've heard
I
that's a
saw
thing,
it
too.
because I was like viewing it, but like I went for the punch or whatever, and then like as soon as like it connected or whatever, I woke the fuck up. And when I woke up, I felt so fucking amazing because I was like, fuck yeah, like I just like took them on, right? I was like, fuck yeah, like fuck y'all, you know what I mean? Like. You know, because it got to a point where I was like, fuck them, like, I'm going after them, like, instead of just running from the problem. And what's really interesting is, I used to have, like, a decent amount of, like, bad dreams, you know, but ever since that, like, I mean, I've probably had less than, and mind you, I was pretty young at this point, I've probably had less than, like, maybe five or seven, you know, bad dreams ever since then.
Yeah.
And even those haven't been, like, that bad. They've just been, like, just like kind of fucked up things that happen. I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy, and then I just go back to sleep or whatever. But I really don't even have bad dreams like at all anymore. Like it's almost like after I did that, like I overcame,
Conquered fear.
Yeah, like I conquered like my at least my fucking, you know, fear
Big,
that I created
strong
myself.
man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Super
Fighting
crazy.
Dracula.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Barehanded.
With bare hands.
Bare hands. Oh, there you go. That's a Bruce Lee reference. Especially if you're in a room of mirrors.
So fucking
Inception happened.
So Mercury Storm says Hemi re-acknowledges my post about Odd Planet as Steven draws comparisons to Inception, also discussing new tattoo possibilities live now on Odd Planet with George.
And he posts another picture. A picture of me showing the camera. Yeah, this is just gonna get really creepy as time continues.
And then he said, George, Stephen, and Hemi share scary dream stories involving giant spiders, monsters, and fun houses now on Odd Planet. And he posts all
Dude,
these
he's like our play-by-play. He's like our sports announcer.
He's the dude, man. And, you know, but these pictures that he's like picking up are so fucking hilarious.
Just put it up there for a while. And I'll wait for it to adjust. And then we'll go over to you. If you use the iPad, it'll just show.
Well, my Facebook isn't connected to your iPad because
You can log into things. You made that sound really difficult.
You see it?
No Apple product can use Facebook. No, I can't. You have to hold it closer to the camera so it adjusts. See, now you're dimming. Hey, there's things. Look, it's a whole new world.
To my Aladdin.
But then you also
That song's a business.
Very nice.
good old Merc Steezo hamming out
With the ham.
with ham.
All right, I got another political thing for you, but this one's more of up Hemi's speed. He likes this kind of stuff because he hates how money is
Because mine's fucking retarded.
infecting politics today.
Yeah.
A Harvard professor is crowdfunding a super PAC. Do you know what a PAC is? Do you know what a super PAC is?
No, I've heard of it before.
Yes.
But what is that?
It's basically when people come together to fund a concept they want to achieve through politics. So they'll come together with a bunch of money and fund a bunch of Republicans or fund a bunch of Democrats to achieve certain laws or whatever they're trying to do.
Gotcha.
So this is someone, a professor that's trying to fight on the same level. But this super PAC, the whole thing is to save democracy and change how campaigns are funded. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
And I'll play a video here in a little bit. It's a Kickstarter campaign. They need $5 million to start. They have like 1.5 now. And it was on Reddit today. So it will probably...
Be at 5 million by tomorrow.
Maybe. It may, which would be kind of cool just because he's been doing this for a while. For like the last 7 years, he's been trying to find ways to kind of infiltrate and get big money out of there because he feels that's how he didn't... I don't want to make him sound like I hate the 1% kind of guy, but he was saying the 1% just because they have this kind of they're influencing it just because they have the ability to do so. Mm-hmm. It's easier for them to donate money, and then if you want something when you donate, you're like, I want this, which makes sense. But he's going to target several politicians and try to fund specific areas of the country to get them out of office. And just help whoever he feels will work. And reading the article, they're like, well, what about the politicians you put in? What if they succumb to whatever? And he's like, I mean, we'll have to play each one, you know? We'll just have to keep trying. You can't just be like, oh, I guess we're stuck. But I'll play the video. He kind of explained it, how it happened. He felt it started in 95.
Yeah.
That was the first time Republicans, when they got the House... They hadn't controlled the House of Representatives for like the last 40 years up to that point. This is the first time they controlled it. So they started campaigning like crazy and just raising crazy amounts of money perpetually. And then the Democrats were like, well, we have to too. We have to be able to show as many commercials as you do. Mm-hmm. And currently right now there's a leaked document. It was a report on the Huffington Post a couple years ago. New members of Congress have to spend at least 4 hours a day campaigning. 4 hours of their day is already just phone calls trying to raise money. How can you get anything done?
You can't.
And in the video, he says 30 to 70% of their day is that.
I don't doubt it. The thing is, politicians. What do politicians do aside from professionally politic?
Well, that's the thing. Before, if you're looking into this, before 95, laws and stuff were happening.
Right.
But now it's just a fucking hamster wheel of trying to stay there.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest.
Well, yeah, in essence, kind of. Well, they buy popularity.
If votes matter, it's a popularity contest.
Well, that's the thing. He's going to try to change it back to where it does.
No, and that'd be awesome. I guess my question, though, is does he legitimately think that $5 million is going to...
It's going to be a start. I mean, when you watch the video, you're like, oh, he's trying to he's trying to get the people that have been in office so long and entrenched with certain companies.
But you don't think that, like, other people, like, that are obviously, like, super rich that have been using those people for years would...
Oh, they're going to fight back.
But
the thing is, if you start to fight them on that level... it's something they have to do. You start to be equal. It's not just them buying up all the airtime and closing you out. They won't be able to anymore.
I don't really know how though. With $5 million.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
that's a lot for one sector. Absolutely.
No, but that's very there. It wouldn't. I don't think it'll budge at all.
Well, the thing is,
We're dealing with people that put like substantial amounts of money,
right, and all you need
into these
you
politicians.
need just enough
and if they already have
to get the
people-
word out and in an effective way.
I feel like people already know that.
Ooh. The thing is, votes change just based on how many commercials you play.
No, I gather that. What I'm saying
So
is,
that's what I mean,
what
that's
I'm
a
saying
big
is,
thing.
What I'm saying is, and I may be wrong, but I feel like a lot of people know that there's a lot of money used in trying to get votes and shit. I
Of
mean,
course.
they've even said how much.
No, they compete every year on how much they raise.
Right, they've
Yeah.
even said how much, like, the fucking, the presidents and shit, spend
And-
for campaigning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So therefore, I would say the majority of the, American people
Well,
know.
and what I was saying, they have to play on that same level.
Right. All I'm saying is that if you're like, all right, well, let's, take out some key people.
Yeah.
And you plan to do it with 5 million.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
The-
gonna be
the-
12 million by November. He's trying to get 5 from crowdsourcing
Okay. Well, even with 12.
because he's
you're
talking.
gonna have
He's
a lot
talking a handful.
Right now, I got you. But think about, like, the key people that, like, normally, like, spend a shitload of money to, like, have shit
All right.
being
Well,
done.
what about Eric Cantor?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him.
Well, the one we talked about in the 2 episodes ago, he was the head
did
of the
he do
house,
again?
and he lost.
Right.
His budget-
Was it because of money that he lost?
He spent. Okay, let me put it this way: his budget was so much bigger than the other guy
Uh-huh.
that they spent more on his people eating at steakhouses than what the other guy had altogether to campaign against him. And the guy won that didn't have anything.
And how did he win again? What was the...
Well, he stood for Tea Party politics, and then he was able to go door to door and get people to vote based on what he was saying.
Gotcha.
So it's definitely doable that way, but it's hard. Like, if that guy had a few million, he would have won by like a landslide, but like he had to scrape through to do so. But he got it done.
So he did it in a different way. He actually fought without the
And he
use
knocked
of
down
money.
the most popular Republican.
Well, I guess that kind of actually goes against your point. He didn't use money to change the system.
No, I'm saying, but if he did, it would have. It would have really helped him.
I think it could have, but
It definitely would have, because he would have got his voice out to a lot more people.
but would it have been as effective if he's doing it in the same manner as the other dude? I mean, you said,
No.
You said he kind
The
of went through like a
strategies are always going to be different.
You said he went through like a grassroots knocking on doors and shit. Kinda
Right.
thing. That's very different
But
than what the other
you can
dude
still
did.
do that with some commercials and stuff too, because there's still some people that are like, "Who was that won?"
Yeah, but with commercials, that's not knocking on a door. Knocking on a door is knocking on a fucking door.
Right.
That's very
He
different.
still did that.
Right, I think that may have been what played into it as well, like tremendously.
Well, it had
Because
to.
it's more of a.
But I'm
hey,
saying, but if
I'm
he had a
shaking
budget
hands,
for
I'm
more
shaking-
people to do more phone calls, stuff, there's a lot.
Would it have helped? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure it would have helped.
because you can keep it grassroots. You don't have to do a commercial. I'm just saying for the region, his grassroots strategy worked.
Right, so
but
maybe-
in some places like cities, you just want to reach more people. You're definitely going to need a bigger budget to do that.
Right.
Even if it's grassroots
all
and people door
all
to
I'm
door.
saying is, even if we're fighting fire with fire, we have a small amount of money versus their large amount of money,
Well-
because it's still going to be a small amount versus a large amount.
Of course, but I'm not.
So-
You're still kind of missing what I'm still saying.
I guess I am,
They
yeah.
need staff, right? So even if it's door to door, you still need people going door to door.
Okay.
And then you can have a small army doing that. The strategy is not necessarily important, but the funding for any strategy you're trying to achieve is.
Yeah, and be that as it
And
may.
then they're going to change how it's funded going forward if they can.
Right.
So a company like Comcast won't go in there and cause so much fear that everyone's like, well, net neutrality's gone.
Right.
Because that's mind-blowing to me that two big companies walked in and said, hey, change this rule so we can make more money.
Yeah, no, what they want to achieve,
Yeah.
I think is amazing.
Yeah.
As far as how they want to achieve it, I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. I don't know.
Right.
I
Well, at
just-
least someone's trying to do something.
No, that's great,
Yeah.
and that needs to be done. It's just, if we're trying to fight fire with fire, but our fire isn't remotely
It's
as hot or large, I think it's difficult.
It doesn't have to be, though. That's what I was getting at.
We'll
Especially
find out.
with the most
I think
popular Republican
we'll
laws.
I think we'll find out. If
Yeah,
it has to
especially
be
if he
or
gets the
not.
money and it works.
Yeah, I think we'll find out. I just think that there might be other things that need to definitely take place aside from just saving up money.
It's going to take a little. Well,
It's
if you
gonna- it's
change
gonna
how it's
require a
funded,
lot
it'll
of-
change. That'll
it's gonna-
change the face of
It's
Washington.
going to require a lot of intelligence. One of the big things though is them even going to Reddit to have people be aware that this is.
Well, they
occurring.
didn't.
Well, whoever went to Reddit to get the funding. All I'm
Oh,
saying.
no one did. That's the thing. He
What do you
just
mean?
put it out into the world, and
It ended
someone
up on
posted it
Reddit.
on Reddit.
I said whoever put it on Reddit.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Well,
Then-
you made it sound like that their party, their camp did.
I thought.
I just wanted to clarify they did.
That's fine. I thought you indicated that that's the case, and then when you said he didn't do it, then I said, well, whoever put it up, and you
Right,
said
right.
no. But
Well, I was
the
still trying to
answer's-
clarify because I
Right.
saw where it was.
Right. Well, regardless, whoever put it up there,
Irregardlessly.
whoever put it on Reddit did a very good thing because now more people are aware of it.
Oh, absolutely.
I think people being aware that that's the goal is worth more even than whatever money they get because that's more people that'll be paying attention specifically to these elections. And
We
and
need to
who,
we
you know,
need
we
to
need to elect to achieve these goals.
Yeah.
And I think that in itself is substantially larger.
Yeah.
How many views does this particular video have?
I don't know. We can check that later, though. We'll
Yeah.
go ahead and play it.
Yeah, all we got to do is just click on the YouTube button after this plays, and we'll know.
Yeah, I know how it works.
You sure? Because you could do
You know, Hemi sometimes is just one big dildo in the
you
room.
could probably like right click it or something. And just
Ugh.
go ahead and knock it out.
You want me to right click it?
I don't know if you can. I said probably.
All right.
Can you?
I right clicked.
Yeah, there you go.
What are we doing now?
I don't know. He wanted me to right click.
We need
click
stats for
get
nerds.
video URL.
Why does it say stats for nerds? That's awesome.
What,
You can just click it and it'll take you to the page. But I was just going to play it since it's already loaded without commercials.
let's go. Yeah, play.
Hemi likes it complicated. I just want to fix the world.
take our democracy back. In a time of polarized politics, there's one thing that more than 90% of Americans
Wow.
agree on, that our government is broken, and broken because of the money in politics. Right now, Congress doesn't answer to us. It answers to the elite few. Members of Congress waste 30 to 70% of their time raising money from the tiniest fraction of the 1%. That gives this tiny fraction of the 1% enormous power in our government. And there is nothing more dangerous than a government of the many controlled by the few. They have the power to block climate change legislation and to block Wall Street reform. They stop the extension of unemployment benefits or aid to veterans, while they and their cronies secure more than $100 billion in corporate welfare. Whether you're on the left or on the right, this system works against all of us. Now, they have this power because of the way campaigns are funded. And we won't get our democracy back until we change the way campaigns are funded. That's why we created the Mayday PAC, a citizen-funded super PAC built by tens of thousands of small-dollar donations that will elect a Congress committed to fundamental reform in the way campaigns are funded by 2016. A super PAC to get rid of super PACs for good. Here's how we're going to do it. In 2014, the Mayday PAC will run a pilot campaign in 5 key races to prove to Washington that Americans care about this corruption and to learn best how we can win. In 2016, we'll then run in as many races as we have to win a Congress committed to fundamental reform. There are already more than 200 members of Congress committed to this, but that's not yet enough. That Congress, the Congress we elect, will then pass legislation to change fundamentally the way elections are funded. And finally, when we have a Congress free of big money, the Congress free to lead, we will fight to preserve the reforms we fought so hard to achieve through whatever amendments to the Constitution are necessary. But we need your help to make this work. We must raise $5 million by July 4th. So give whatever you can, whether it's $1 or $100. And whether you can give or not, please share this video. This is the plan to get our democracy back. We still have that power, but it starts with you. Go to mayday.us and help us surprise that tiny fraction of the 1% with the power that we still have.
Dun dun. And that probably explained it better than I did, as far as...
We need to take our democracy back.
That's rough.
Well, the thing is, but it has a lot more going on Kickstarter.
Click on Mayday Pack. The channel. They're testing Google Hangouts.
They have 213 subscribers.
Scroll down.
Oh, there you go. But they got 1.5 million on Kickstarter
All right,
already.
go ahead and go to their Kickstarter. All right, Steve Wozniak gives a fuck.
Yes. But
Refresh.
Who went out? 20,000.
but that is that.
9 days left.
July 4th.
Man.
But like he said, he's just going for a handful, just so you can change things. And there's already people committed to changing campaign funding, which will be interesting to see if that's actually the case. But it would really help votes matter.
We'll put the link in our description for this. So if you are interested in helping out, then feel free to do so. I'm definitely gonna do it. You don't have to do a bunch or anything, or you can do like $5 and that's still helping. So.
Oh yeah, or
Phil.
just share it. Whatever. It's
Yeah.
it's a grassroots. Well, like we were talking about earlier. But a quote from him, I like this because he doesn't say one side, and the people he's helping aren't just going to be Democrats. He's going to help Republicans get into power too.
Yeah.
If that helps change elections, then he's going to try to maintain that it stays that way.
Yeah.
And one of his quotes from his article on Vice, which hopefully got some good exposure. If you're on the right, you say things like you want the government to shrink taxes and the size of government. But that will never happen so long as we fund campaigns the way we currently do. If you're on the left, you want health care or climate change legislation. That is just not going to happen given the way we fund elections. Just because if a business doesn't want these things, like even if you're a Republican, you want less taxes, they're still going to have to spend with certain companies in their areas or their districts just because that's who funds them.
Right.
So like if Comcast's like, I want this, and like, we'll fund you, like, well, I have to do that.
Yeah.
And it's not illegal. And he said it's weird because, like, back in the day, like a big company like Standard Oil, they would go into a room, they'd smoke cigars, and they're like, here's a bribe, give me this business. Now it's like openly, here's the money for your campaign, which is not a direct bribe, and of course it is separate, and there are laws there, but there is some corruption, but it's not straightforward, and it's not illegal. So now it's like, oh, there you go, and it's just like, and then everyone's like, well, that he got it from that source for that. That's fine. And it's like, but don't you see the influence?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
There.
That shouldn't exist. You should. I mean, clearly.
Because it's a crazy amount of influence.
Well, it's bullshit, is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have a shitload of money and I want something to happen, and you have the ability to make it happen, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be the guy that gives you a shitload of money. No one else is giving you this much. Cool. So if you could just make what I want to happen, you'd be like, all right.
And then on top of that, the opposite side that may fight you may be like, I don't want to fight against him because he may fund them more.
Right.
And that happens also. And when I heard that, I was like, fuck, that's interesting. So it even generates fear on the other side, not to piss them off, to cause them to spend more. And it's that's a big thing. And currently what it's causing is the stalemate in Congress.
Yeah.
Because they're both really good at raising money and not pissing off other groups.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's...
That's fucked up. Shout out Nia tuning in.
Hi.
Now we got like what? 3 people? 4? And Merc's been hamming out with the fucking
I'm pretty sure Ray's
post,
watching.
bro. Merc has been hamming. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he just 3 more posts talking about politics, steakhouses.
That is... No, that's right. It's summarized perfectly.
Fucking the political control shit. Yeah, this is
all we are.
Yeah, this Man, you know, going back and looking at all his posts really makes me know that
We're schizophrenic.
we have a lot of opinions.
There's a lot of voices in our heads.
Shit's crazy.
That's all accurate.
That's crazy.
Oh, so yeah. There's that. That's a thing. Pay attention to.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be interesting to see like where that. Yeah, we our next show we should update,
Touch up on
show
it.
people like
Okay, yeah, I
you know,
agree.
where we're at with it.
Because it should be in time.
It'd probably be right around then. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 2 days after that. Yeah, that'll be good. Definitely good. Mayday pack.
Speaking of Comcast, I'm switching over to Comcast.
No, it sucks. I mean, right now we're on
We need to
Comcast.
switch over to Comcast.
We had AT&T before.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
We're
Yeah, yeah.
working for the big boys,
Yeah.
the big numbers.
Yeah, tell the story about how that came to fruition. It's a pretty funny story.
It's all right.
It's fun.
And my dad was just like one day I was like, "Yo, is the internet?" He doesn't really understand much about like computers or internets or anything. Internets.
Internet.
Wait, I just sounded
About
like
the
someone that
inter-
doesn't internet.
About the interwebs.
That sucked.
Internet.
Oh my gosh, why did I say
By
that?
the way, you're kicked off the show.
Yo, so he doesn't know anything about like internet or numbers, speed, computers, and anything. So he was like, one day he was like, "Yo, is the he didn't say yo, but he was like, is the internet slow on your computer too?" And I was like, "The internet's just slow at the house, like in general." He said, "Oh well, that's And I told him I'd help him out, whatever. He's like, "Let's look into getting faster internet, or whatever." So he's like on Comcast's website, or whatever. He's looking at all this stuff, and he calls him. And he's talking to him. This lady's like, "Yeah, well, we have this one package with like because he's gonna get the TV and everything too, along with the internet."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, we got this one package, and it's like, we have like the 50, megabits a second, along with blah 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 blah. 50's pretty fast, right?" And so my dad's like, "Was that the fastest?" And she's like, "Well, no." He's like, "Well, I want the fastest." So she's like, "Well, we have this 105 then."
This porn pauses randomly in the middle.
So she's like,
I need that fast porn.
She's like, "What are you gonna use
I want
it
to
for?"
see the man finish when I cut it on.
I want to see the man finish.
Yeah, right. Like, what is going on?
That's when the porn ends, right?
No.
When the two guys are happy.
Not.
I got him. We almost got some
Just
extra
say
water.
pause.
Huh?
Why don't you say pause?
Nah.
No, you just let it ride.
No, you play that.
Let it ride.
And so yeah, we're gonna have 105 megabits a second next week.
Woo!
That's stupid fast. So what is that? Is that cable
That's
or is
not
that
their. They do like 500.
or is that
We
fuck-
live out in the fucking boonies. Like 105 is like their second from lowest.
But you gotta have like you gotta have like a completely different like fucking setup. Like
I mean,
like
it's the
if
high.
you're doing
That's
like
the
a
highest. That's the
T1
highest.
connection.
There's like
it's-
in our areas, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean, Google Fiber.
like what's like T1 and T5 connections and shit. You
Oh, they're
remember
not-
those?
those were like 1.5 like megabytes.
Yeah, those are
or whatever.
those need to megabytes.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
wouldn't
bits.
even. They're those are the same thing, but I mean,
no,
No,
T-
no, a byte and a bit are
they're
different.
way different.
oh my bad.
Yeah.
I thought you
105
said-
megabits is
Oh.
what I'm gonna have.
1 byte is 8 bits.
If I had 105 megabytes, I'd be crying. That's not even like that's way too fast. Like, what is
It's way
that?
too fast. How'd you?
Is
I
that-
didn't even type where I wanted to
I
go.
just
You
wake up,
just
Mike.
knew.
I just want to go on the internet. It's just like there. I'm like,
Artificial
what the heck?
intelligence.
That's how fast that would be.
That is.
That's
Oh, go back to that.
It will happen.
Pull that screen back up.
Why do you? Why?
I think I just saw something interesting.
some booty.
Well, we're gonna play this video later. Yes.
George is
MOG
switching-
Anaheim. Anybody else watch it? It was disappointing.
No, I didn't want to.
I thought I saw it corner of my eye. It sucked.
George is switching to Comcast, discussing with Hemi and Steven live now on Odd Planet. Yeah, this dude Merc is hamming
Now,
out.
see, that one's not a very good one.
What?
That one, it sounds very boring. It sounds
No,
like we're
but look at
selling
the
companies.
picture. He posted a fucking.
Thanks.
It's amazing. This dude is hamming.
Still didn't look like it helped. Anyways, so that's cool. Got fast internet
Yeah.
for all your
Yarrow balling.
all your internet usage.
Yeah, the lady was like, "What do you even use it for?" I'm like, "Yeah, just nothing." It's like little things.
You don't download anything?
I mean, He probably streams movies and stuff more than I do. I don't. That's what I'm getting at. But he probably does.
What do you do?
Game.
Yeah,
Well, online gaming will be better.
I'll be the host of everything.
There you go.
I'll be so OP, so I'm gonna be funny.
What's OP again? What is it?
Overpowered.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. What the...
Get your on your game lingo.
Yeah.
No.
Copy pasta. He was like, I can't be that. Get off
He's
my lawn.
He's an old man.
What are you talking about?
The copy pasta.
First of all, bro, I think me and you both were confused about the copy pasta thing. But we
No,
knew,
you knew.
we knew what creepy pasta was.
No, I didn't really know.
Yeah, me
I didn't
neither.
really know.
So that has nothing to do with this.
That's current
OP
internet lingo.
OP, you know what OP normally means online as well? Like, you ready? Original poster is what people normally use
Original
that for.
post.
Or original post or poster.
Poster?
Yeah, the person that
I don't
posts
think
it.
so.
Oh, that makes sense. The person.
Yeah.
That'd be the poster.
That's true.
Person post.
That's what they say on Imgur. Imager.
Oh, God.
I'm-
It's only getting worse.
That's
Him, he has vodka in
That's
his
what they
cup.
that's what they say on that and shit. So fuck you, and not everyone knows that OP stands for
OP is a
overpowered.
faggot. Is the normal saying.
OP, overpowered. I don't understand. What's wrong with that?
No, that's right. Games. Hemi's right too about OP. Everyone's right.
Are
It's
you down
weird.
with OPP?
Now he's wrong again.
What? You know me.
No one knows you. And we're okay with that.
Oh. Anyway.
Moving on to the next topic. Keep it flowing, keep it going, doing things.
George, Stephen, and Hemi debate cable speeds and megabytes live.
See, now it's getting worse.
It's gonna be like
Everyone's
it's
like,
gonna
oh
be-
wow, I
It's
clicked
gonna be
on.
like Stephen Hemi George experience awkward silences on Planet now.
This dude posted a picture. MB megabyte.
Yeah, M little b is megabit.
Yeah,
It's different. It's different.
Yeah, this guy is the illest in the world, man. Yo.
If nobody cares about gaming, and
We got like a fucking like sportscaster like giving the play-by-play on our show.
Yeah.
This is astounding.
We already said that.
You didn't say sportscaster. I
said
changed
sports
it up
announcer.
A little bit. I know. I changed it up a little bit. It's a little
A
different.
caster's someone that's showing the
Love
sports. Announcer's talking about it.
Well, guess who's posting pictures?
That's not
showing it. He's showing it.
And you're
He's not
masturbating
just
it.
talking about it. I just bodied you.
Hemi just played
Shut
the
up.
drums.
Did you find Bigfoot?
yeah.
Yeah, we saw this video where like this guy was out in the middle of the woods
Yeah.
playing drums, trying to find Bigfoot because apparently he's attracted to the noise.
I think we showed Steven that.
I'm
Yeah, you
telling the
did.
viewers. I'm trying to get this conversation going.
No, fuck that. I don't want to talk about that.
Whatever.
We'll just shut down, then go use the restroom.
Can we show him my video that I wanted to show him yet?
Well, I have to pull it up. Well, do you want me to get into the other topic, or do you want to do that?
Do you have a small one you can do while you're pulling it up?
Yeah, is there like a tiny topic?
Yeah,
With
sure.
the alliteration.
Well, no.
I mean, we can just talk about
Is there a
whatever,
tiny
bro.
tail?
There's plenty. There's
Is
plenty.
there a little
of shit
tail we
fucking
can talk about?
Yo, favorite cartoon ever.
wait, don't.
Ever?
Ever.
I remember. You mean like cartoon, like just
Like fucking cartoon, bro. It's a cartoon. What do you mean?
I was a really big fan of Flapjack when it was out.
Flapjack.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm actually a really big fan of SpongeBob still, sort of. I think the old SpongeBobs are
is-
hilarious.
SpongeBob is kind of the shit.
It's always a solid show.
Shout out SpongeBob if you're watching, bro.
I liked.
See, I
Let's
gotta log
think,
out
what was
to
one
do
I
that,
really
though.
liked? Ed and Eddie was good. If you want to go really, or older ones, man, I don't really know. I'm not a fan of too many old ones. What about you? Let's get
Aw.
some from your mouth.
I mean, I'd
Are we
probably.
doing the owl?
Huh?
The owl?
Yes.
I already have this on my desktop. I'll just play it from there.
Well, you have the
Yeah.
video on there?
Yeah. Why are you pulling up old stuff?
That's not. Well, it's new to me. Why is it on your desktop if it's old?
Because it's been there a long time.
Weird.
Which one am I doing? 53 seconds or 13?
I don't know. Show fuck. What? There's only 13 seconds?
One's 13 and one's 53. Do you watch your own stuff that you want to show on the show?
I didn't watch it from that website. I gotta show the 13. Is the 13 the one where it gets in there? And the 53 when he's getting it down? I'm gonna assume yes. We should play the 13 first and then the 53.
Oh.
Cartoon.
Anyway, my favorite cartoon, I don't know. It's real close and it's between probably South Park and Family Guy.
I'm not a big fan of South Park.
South Park's the fucking
Everyone's
business.
gonna shit me for saying that.
Yeah, you suck. South Park is fucking
I mean, you
amazing.
shit on me for saying that the other day.
It's hilarious. South Park is the fucking shit.
Just for the things they shit on about society.
I'll be honest.
It's amazing.
I've never even seen a full episode of it.
Oh my
Well, then
God.
there's the judgment.
Bro, you're
without
about to love
watching.
South Park. What are
I've
we
seen
doing
parts of it.
right
I
now?
thought it was stupid. I don't know.
No, you haven't, bro. All right,
What do
we're
you
gonna-
get from Ed, and Eddie?
Mm.
What do you like? What
That show was good.
substance?
That show was dope.
I think he just wants easy,
That show was so funny.
spoon-fed
Nah, you
entertainment.
gotta. We're gonna watch South Park, bro. It's just gonna be me, you,
I don't mind. I mean, Family Guy's pretty good.
Steven,
Well, they showed it all day today.
It was pretty good.
OP versus OPP live now on Odd Planet.
What are they doing?
This guy is killing me.
Uh-oh.
Flapjack was.
Him is
George
always
says
that.
he was a fan of Flapjack live now on Odd
Yeah,
Planet.
Flapjack was so good. Oh my gosh, I love this show.
How many
And our
seasons
friend
they had,
John-
like one and
Not a
half?
lot. It wasn't. And then freaking John said they canceled it because it was making people fat. Like what? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That sounds like
Wasn't
something.
that the
John
one where
would
they
say
were on
that's
a dock?
inaccurate. Yeah,
Every show was about
Okay.
candy. Everything to do was for candy. But still,
Yeah.
what?
it wasn't.
Adventure
yeah.
Time?
Yeah, it was
All they have is fucking candy castles and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Adventure Time's pretty dope.
Oh, Adventure Time. Yes, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I like the epiphanies from George has.
Yeah.
The double takes. Yeah.
I get confused.
Oh, yeah!
I get confused. Not the thing.
I was there.
Favorite show now? Loiter Squad.
Yeah,
I don't really watch TV, so it's the only show I watch.
I think.
Like Thursday midnight. It's the only show I watch.
I had a feeling it was going to be a 15-minute something.
I don't know.
The attention spans
It
today.
depends for me. Right now, I'm watching Dexter primarily, and it's fucking
All right, we're about
dope
to
as
see
shit.
this Owl video.
Like Big Bang Theory too.
Check it out. It's full screen.
I like some Discovery.
Mr. Owl.
Oh, God. You sent me one where it didn't have a full screen.
Yo, there's this owl in the house.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Right. No, exactly.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, there's an owl in his house. That is terrifying. So this is what he
That
does.
is terrifying.
This is what he does. This is crazy.
Well, how do you get in there? When it
You
opens?
feel full screen this.
It doesn't have the option because you
Fuck.
gave me a
All
shitty
right, well,
website.
pay attention, folks. Tell me how terrified you would be.
Huh?
Owls aren't scary.
It's okay.
No, there's a big thing flying in your house. That is scary.
Yeah, look at this. Watch
Look
this.
how calm he
Watch
is.
him.
Oh,
He's staring at him.
oh, it's okay. Please don't give me that look. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, please don't fly.
He looks like he's about to
Oh.
fly, right?
Because he's about to hit his head.
Hey, good boy. Good dog, give me that look. Oh, God, he's gonna fly. Oh, God, he's gonna fly. You're doing good.
Close the window.
Doing good.
Dude, he's evil. It's not good.
No, don't fly. Don't fly. Oh,
I would've
shit.
Fuck yeah!
See, I would have just thrown it out the window.
You know how
The
terrifying.
whole thing?
Yeah,
Every
it's a
output of the
$10
same thing.
Swiffer.
Oh yeah, no, I would have too.
that
That's
would have
what
been a
I
lot
was thinking.
easier.
Yeah, but
he
it's
he
amazing
made that
he
really
left with a
difficult. Like he
Swiffer,
could have
though.
just aimed it and
Yeah, he was staring the whole time.
Oh my gosh, that is nuts. There was a bird under my porch the other day. I didn't want to freaking look at it. I was opening my door, like unlocking it, and I heard someone like fly up top of me, and I was like, I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna walk in.
So that was the scariest moment in your life?
No.
Yeah, what about the bug you were telling me about? The fucking big cockroach.
Was
This is
it
like a story.
delicious?
I was laying in bed, right? And it was like probably like 2 or 3 in the morning. I was lying there. Right about to fall asleep. This freaking thing lands on my face. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Jump out of bed. I turn the light on immediately. And no, I put my sheets out so it wasn't like so it wouldn't crawl in the sheets, whatever it was, because I could probably tell it was a bug, right? And this happened like maybe not even a month ago. Not a month ago. I don't know. At the most, a month ago. I jump out, turn the lights on. I'm looking, there's this giant freaking cockroach thing. I'm not even kidding, like this freaking big or something, right? Like this big. It flies. And I was like, what the hell? I'm looking at it. I'm trying to figure out how to capture it. So I'm like going through my closet, I'm looking for stuff. Well, this was annoying me. I had been annoying everyone else. And I found like my old like.
What'd you do?
I've been trying ice all the time.
Yeah,
I
he
found
was
my,
crunching the whole
so
time.
I found my old like iPhone box.
Huh.
And so that's the first thing I find, the little box. I take it and I take everything out. And so I find the bug and I put the box over the bug. I'm like, shit, now what? So I'm trying to like, scoot it to the edge of the bed so it wouldn't come out, right? And I get to the edge of the bed and like, I go like that like no, I didn't have, what I had. I had a bag in my hand, right? I had a
Yeah.
bug. And then the bug just like is crossing this side of the bed, right? It just crawls and just stays on this side. It just crawls down. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I guess
They stick to things.
Yeah, I had to think about that. And so it crawls down, and I have like
You're not very good at it. Obviously, it dropped on your face from the ceiling.
Dude,
sometimes.
oh my gosh, that thing's scary. And so like I have like a record player and like my box of vinyls are right there. So it's like crawling on my vinyls. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I didn't want to squish and I couldn't find it. And then like I saw it crawling underneath my bed and I was like, oh crap, because underneath my bed I have like a couple like other comforters and like just sheets and stuff.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, I'm shining light in my bed and I can't find it. So I start to like pull sheets out and like shake them and I couldn't find it. And I pulled like the last like comforter out or whatever and I pulled it out and I thought I felt it in my hand, so I went like that and I was like, oh, and I flung it and I was like, where'd it go? And I'm like, and I couldn't find it. I searched my room and I could not find this bug. I was like, there's no way I'm able to sleep. No, this freaking cockroach thing is like in my room.
What's it gonna do to you?
Just scare me again. Nothing. I mean, I wasn't worried about it hurting me.
It's
So
a terrorist.
so I
It's a
left
terrorist cockroach.
So I left the light on and I laid down in my bed. And I was just like laying there and all this was going on. It was probably like 4 or something by this time. All this was going on for a while, looking for the bug and everything. And I'm laying there and I lay there for a while. It was a long while, and I'm laying there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't sleep. And I left the light on. I was about to turn the light off, and it was probably like almost 5 by now. Because I remember being up till like 5 because of the stupid bug. And like I hear something like hit my wall, like something like flies and hits the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
And my door is open, and so there's a little crack between my door being rested against the wall,
Mm.
And so it flies that way, and I'm like, oh crap, so it's in that crack. So
Oh, that makes it. Isn't that a water bug at that point? Because I think regular cockroaches can't fly.
whatever it was fine.
Nah, but there's like palmetto bugs and shit too. That
Yeah,
are, like flying
That's weird.
cockroaches.
So that's. I mean, I'm just saying that because the water bugs are fucking enormous and they're terrifying.
Well, this thing was, I mean, it wasn't that big, but it was like this big or whatever. So I flew my door open, and it's gone. I'm like, where's it at?
I think you could catch a football-sized bug, George. I wouldn't say
crap.
football.
Oh my
You
god.
went, it wasn't this.
that's my face.
I was
I'm
fighting
done.
something at Subway.
I'm burning the house down.
Yeah, if that gets in the house, like fuck that shit.
It's there to control your brain.
Anyway, so
Obviously, if it's that size,
I
it's a
fling
bug.
my door open to look at that little crack, and it's not there. I'm like, where's it at? So I check my closet, because my closet's right there, and it's crawling underneath the door, and it wasn't in there. I was like, where's it at? And I'm touching my freaking door, right, opening and closing it, and the thing's on the handle. I go to touch the handle again. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's on the handle. And I was like, oh. And so, like, I guess I freaked it out by touching it, so it climbs up the door. And I was like, I'm not messing around anymore. So I was like, fine, I guess I'll kill it. I was trying to kill it because A, it's big and make a nasty noise. It would have got everywhere. I just wanted to like get it out of the house. I was like, I guess I gotta kill it. So I take like my old like dress shoes I don't wear anymore, and I just like slung it against the door, and smacked it, and it died, and it was disgusting. I was like, oh, I was like, finally. So I finally could lay down. It was like 5 something by this time.
Did you clean it or did you just leave it?
Of course I cleaned it.
Is it like a trophy for the others?
Oh, I cleaned it. Stay there. But yeah, so I cleaned it. Anyway, speaking of, I saw this picture, dude, and it was like, I don't know if y'all saw it. It was on the internet, and it was
Picture
like,
dude.
and it was like a dead snake or whatever, and it was like a picture of a spider or something, and it was like, yo, this spider just killed this snake in my basement, and the next picture was like the house like on fire, like so.
That's what would happen.
Knowing that giant spider and snake was in their house.
No.
Fuck.
What was that in like Australia or something?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
That ain't around here.
That's terrifying, bro. Fucking spiders and snakes both are equally terrifying.
Yeah, they're not friends.
Yeah, they're not cool, bro.
Not cool at all.
Alright. So what you got next?
Yeah, that's my weird bug story.
Are you
sure.
done? Nothing else? on
Oh
the
no,
list?
I mean there's more, but I thought there was something else. Didn't you have something?
What? Me?
No? Yeah.
I got tons of just. We can talk about tons of random shit.
Okay. Never mind. Let's talk about good things.
Please.
Okay, George, what you got?
Me? I'm living the life.
All right, back to Steven.
Yay. I thought it was funny that we talked about the
Imgur?
Cleveland Indians.
Imgur.
Well,
You thought that was funny?
Yeah, you thought
that
it was-
we had
you thought
discussed it.
Whoa, no.
Whoa, you thought that was
You thought
funny?
that was funny.
That we discussed
Discussing-
it, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow.
What?
Hey, he's the one that actually giggled when we were on the racist part of it. This man giggled and rolled his eyes.
Racism is funny. The concept behind it is funny.
So this
It shouldn't exist, but
this dude
that's why it
has
can
a
be funny.
Caucasian shirt, and a lot of white people were very offended, which I thought was weird because like I don't know anyone that would be. But he was wearing it as kind of like a joke because Cleveland Indians, and this one looks like it's white people with a dollar sign above it. I'll show the people, but I wanted to point it out for you guys. But From what I understood, he's like Native American, but he's like from Canada, and he's part of a music group that is now doing a lot better because of this shirt alone, because of how
That's crazy.
it made them a lot more well known.
Yeah, but I'm not offended.
Yeah, no, but it
I thought it was funny.
a lot of white people did get offended.
How?
He just wanted to point out, like, he just wanted to poke fun the other direction. And the quote that's funny is like, well, I thought I was just honoring you. And that's usually the argument the Cleveland Indians have. They're like, we're honoring you.
Right.
And so, of course, his response is, well, I thought I was just honoring you. Like, I like white people.
Right.
That's pretty good.
But no, it's not even...
Even though you think it's funny.
It is funny.
I think it's funny. Yeah.
No, him thinking the whole situation's funny.
Yeah, I think that's funny right there.
This is, yeah, this...
That's funny, George.
Damn it.
No, doesn't work anymore.
But we do have a couple discussion
Why
topics.
doesn't this work?
It was what, 50 tickets?
What?
George left it on.
I left it on. I never turned it on in the first place. I come to the show and the stuff's already on.
Yeah, I know. And usually you help and turn things
it's,
off.
It's not that it doesn't work. It's that the batteries died.
Yeah.
I'll supply new batteries, whatever.
Yeah. What the fuck, bro?
He's all about killing the world. There you go,
Discussion.
climate change.
Let's discuss something.
What?
All I know is that I'm going to say one thing, y'all two are going to say something else, but let's discuss something.
All right. What?
He said he has discussion topics. I just can't wait for me to be on the opposite sides of y'all.
You're always wrong.
Wait, what? That's not always the...
It's pretty much always the case.
No,
He's always wrong.
He just has feelings.
I have so many.
Yeah, you got to get rid of those, bro.
I'm trying.
A lady in Canada...
Well, she was right.
Oh, okay. You have to stick to it now.
I don't want to.
No, you're sticking to it.
No,
You're
you
sticking to
I
it.
don't want
You're
to.
sticking to it.
You may not be wrong.
All right, let's go.
A lady driving on a busy highway stops in the left lane because ducks are crossing the road. Maybe it was geese. Either way, it was waterfowl
Okay, waterfowl.
crossing the road. A motorcycle crashes into her vehicle. A 50-year-old father and a 16-year-old daughter die. She was convicted a couple days ago of 2 counts criminal negligence, which could lead to a possible life sentence. Her sentencing is August 8th. And then she was also hit with 2 counts dangerous driving, which can be another maximum of 14 years. So she has 4 counts she has to deal with, and there's going to be a sentencing on August 8th. We'll see how many years she gets. I do want to say this. The mother of that family is like, this won't bring them back. Because I think when you talk to her, every vibe I got was like, it's not. She wasn't trying to save ducks thinking she was going to kill someone. But, on the other hand, the government is trying to say, hey, don't do that. Avoid obstacles, obviously, the best you can, but don't create obstacles that are dangerous for people around you. So it's...
I think her getting charged is right.
Charging her?
Yep.
Okay.
I always get mad when people drive slow on the highway because, like, well, I for one, I never drive fast at all. So if I get mad for someone driving slow, they're driving slow. But it's like, it's more dangerous somebody driving ridiculously slow on the highway, much less, like, freaking stopping on a highway. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. I don't want to hit geese or ducks forever. I think ducks are pretty cool. But, like, come on.
I like that.
You don't
Well,
stop
ducks are
on a
neat.
freaking highway.
Yeah. No,
That
and
is
she
nuts.
stopped, from what I understood, in the fast lane.
That's ridiculous. People like slowing down. Like it's dangerous because it's the highway or whatever.
So you think this is a good lesson? Like, her being punished like this should help get it out there like, hey, don't do this.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to do that, but yeah, she should be punished.
Okay.
All right. You don't think she should be punished?
Nah, I don't think she should be punished
I
that
knew it.
severely. 'Cause
Well, what level of punishment then?
Well, first let me put it this way. Did she slam on her brakes
Yeah.
and then
Did she just
they
stop?
hit her?
Yeah, she slammed on them, and then I don't know if she got out of the vehicle or not. I think she got out also.
Okay.
To help said bird.
So let me just put it this way.
Yeah.
She had time. It doesn't even. Let's not even assume she slammed on the brakes.
Uh-huh.
She stopped her car.
Yeah.
She got out of her car.
Yeah.
And the people that were coming up didn't see that the car was stopped.
Well, that's not the impression I was under.
Yeah.
thought she just.
Because let's keep it funky. I mean, if they're gonna charge her for that kind of shit,
Yeah.
then we can charge police officers for being fucking problematic on roadways. Like when they get right on your fucking ass and cut their lights on when it's fucking dark, and then you get scared and you might fucking swerve. That's a fucking
I thought
problem.
she slammed in her brakes because there were ducks crossing the road.
No, she was out of her car going to save the ducks,
Let me verify.
and motherfuckers fucking hit her.
Well, that's their fault. But still, she
Right.
shouldn't have
They
done
should have kept their eyes on the road if that's.
but-
Well,
I'm
see,
sorry.
here's the thing with
Either way,
that
she
being
shouldn't have
said. Yeah, she still was on a road that people were like, oh, that's going to be clear, and there was no signage or anything. Because accidents like that happen all the time, but it's usually due to traffic stopping on the road and then people coming up on it and hitting. It's just in this case, like if it was a car, 2 people probably wouldn't have died also,
Well, yeah.
which sucks. So there's a group of factors that happened. She was trying to be a good person and ended up being in a situation that's going to scar her for the rest of the life. Her life, I should say.
Get on to me for talking weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I was having emotions, George. I was feeling this. You're just dumb.
I don't think she should be reprimanded in such a fashion.
I think I'm going to go with like a blended concept here. I think she should go through trial, go through all that, and then I want the judge to give her like community service.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I want. But I do want this to be like a public, like, hey, yeah, there's animals, we need to care about them, but we need to change how we deal with that, not you take it upon yourself and risking other lives.
Yeah. On the way here, a deer ran across the road. I forgot to tell y'all.
Yeah?
Yeah, on the way here, a deer ran across the road.
Did you stop?
I'd have to slow down. I wasn't that close,
But
but
you know,
I saw it across the road.
then what's going to happen though is you're going to have animal rights activists
Yeah.
fucking come out and be like, "Whoa, so you're saying that a human life is more important?"
No, that's
than
not
an
what I
animal
said.
life?"
I was
No.
saying we need to change
No,
how to deal with
rules.
them. Yeah, I got you.
Because
Yeah.
the laws do actually say that because they're like, no, you hit the fucking ducks, and that way you save human lives,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But then, which life do you actually value more?
See, here's the thing. I'm all about animal rights, and animal cruelty is like the worst thing, you know. But like some of these animal people are just nuts. I gotta say it.
Well, here's the thing.
They're freaking.
I don't want humans or animals to die.
No, I don't
I think there's a better way to do both, and I think that there's more information that we would need to have. Like, for instance, if she did stop to try to help him, and the other person was just coming up, like, dude, then he should have had ample time to just fucking
Right.
stop and be like, oh, okay.
No, I
my
agree with
bad.
that.
Well,
that.
see, I could verify that, but it doesn't really
Right.
change too much because it could have been coming over a hill, couldn't see it. Because accidents like that happen all the
Well, we
time.
shouldn't stop her on a curve either. So it was like,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
dangerous.
Either
Right.
way, she still created an unsafe situation.
But so did they. If they saw her coming, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no,
if
they-
it was like a long way and they
Right.
still hit her, then they
Yeah, I don't know what
they
they were
were
right.
a problem too. I mean, granted,
No, I-
yes,
yeah.
she put herself there.
Yeah, no,
granted,
she definitely.
but like, you're supposed to keep your fucking eyes on the road. And,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
from what I understand, there was nothing really easily to be done. Because when you get charged like this, it's usually nothing on the other person that they could have done to help. Is what I'm getting at.
Gotcha.
Because the lawyer would have been able, like, well, they would have saw it, they could have stopped. None of that worked in this case at all. So I'm assuming everything pointed at her creating a very unsafe situation because it was a very easy, apparently slam dunk case. So I'm assuming she made it very unsafe and they couldn't avoid it.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, she wouldn't be in the situation convicted by 12 of her peers. Yeah, this was jury, too. This is a jury trial.
That's
So
crazy.
12 people are like, bitch, you dumb.
Yeah, that whole situation blows. Doug.
No, yeah, no
Doug
one
blows.
wins.
It's like dun, 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 dun.
Super George.
It's like a weird superhero that never.
We're
became
still waiting.
famous.
We're waiting.
I feel like that's like the fucking
We're going back.
superhero theme song for a superhero that just never actually got a show.
Like Burnt
no
Face
one
Man?
really knows about him.
Like Burnt Face Man.
He's just like he's kind of a superhero,
Dark
but
Man?
really
Like
doesn't
Burnt
have
Face Man?
powers.
Yeah, Dark Man.
Burnt Face Man.
Dark Man is
Burnt
his
Face
name.
Man.
I don't know who either of those people are.
Shane Cross. He was a.
I was actually trying to create like a funny joke, and then y'all were like, "No, there's
Meh.
something like this that exists." What is Burnt Face Man?
It's a cartoon that David Firth does about a superhero with a burnt face who doesn't have any powers.
Okay, what's Darkman?
It was a movie that was in theaters back in the 90s. It was a guy, his face got fucked up, and he was able to create faces for himself, but he fought crime as the fucked up face dude.
What about Blank Man?
Yeah,
about My
there we
Story?
go. Back to dumb.
What?
What's his name? What's
Blank
the bald
Man.
dude? No, I know what you're talking about, the bald black dude that played him.
Damon Wayans?
There it is.
Yep.
Couldn't remember his name.
Well, congrats. You
But
have
I knew he
smart
was in
friends. Yeah.
And I never saw that movie. I just remember seeing him on the cover of Blockbuster and thinking, good God.
I kind of remember the movie being stupid, but I don't.
I
Fully,
can't remember me telling a story.
I don't
before all
fully.
this.
I don't fully recall it.
You were telling a story?
I guess I wasn't.
Well, you went dun 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 dun, and
Yeah.
then I went to me, and I was like, I'm waiting.
Yeah, you
and
didn't
then I
watch-
put it back on you.
Shane Gross died because he was on the back of a motorcycle or something, some sort of motorcycle over in what was it, England or something, on the other side of the world.
This is the story.
And the dude driving,
Did a lady stop for ducks?
the dude driving crashed.
He
Di-
said no.
he
had to
didn't
clarify.
but Shane Cross did die, and the dude was in jail for like ever. So it's like that sort of. No.
I feel enlightened.
I don't know.
Weird.
Just fucking. He had random joke in mid story, and I got confused because he thought that the duck
There's a
joke was
skater.
fucking hilarious.
No,
didn't he?
his response was funny. He said no.
No, he said
Like I was serious. He's like, no.
No, he said no, like he was annoyed that you
Yeah.
randomly
No.
interjected. You were annoyed when you
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, see, he
I
wants
was-
it to be that.
Super annoying.
As he
No,
smiles.
you were like, were there ducks? He's like, no, shut up. Like, I'm in mid
He
story.
wasn't. No. All right, we're going back
What-
to the
how'd
live
you-
footage.
how'd you leave-
Merck's gonna be like, yeah, Steven. He's like, no.
I kind of just said no.
No.
Just got back to the story.
Yeah, no, yeah,
No.
that's exactly what you did. You said
Even
no,
sh-
and you went right back into the story. You said no, like, shut the fuck up,
You were
Steven.
looking at
I'm
me.
in mid story.
You're a liar.
Who?
You were watching me when I said it.
So there's a skater. I'm trying to tell the story. Right?
I want to know the story because I don't.
I'm
so
waiting. Keep
you said-
talking. We can't laugh when
no,
you're
he's
talking.
dead. You can't.
Oh, we don't laugh about dead people.
Nope. This is Helen Keller.
What? Is she dead?
Anyway,
I don't even think she's dead.
yo, she's dead. She's
Helen
old.
Keller's dead? No, she's not.
Isn't she?
I don't think
Shane
so.
Cross. You can't laugh.
Helen Keller, wasn't she from like the 1800s?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yo, Shane. Okay, so there's a skater, right? He wasn't professional. I don't think. I think he was still amateur, but which is still a big deal, right? Everyone knows
Right.
amateur skaters. So his name was Shane Cross. He was on the back of some type of motorcycle, moped type thing over in like I forget where, England or something. Over there. And the dude was driving. He wrecked. I think maybe was he drunk? He might have been drunk. I don't remember. But he wrecked. He lived, but Shane Cross died. He was in jail for like years and years and years. He just got out like a while ago. He's been in jail for like almost 10 years.
Jeez.
That's not right. Is that right?
That's nuts.
That's probably not right.
By the way, Helen Keller totally died in 1968. I was completely wrong thinking that. Helen
Yeah, I
Keller
thought she was
still
born in the
alive.
1800s. I was like, dude, I don't know who.
Yeah, 1880.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know, I just...
Yeah, that's how Helen
Like
Keller
every
died.
photo you see of her is like black and white.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I was totally wrong.
How? Did you see an Instagram recently and you're like,
No, I guess I just thought Helen
Did you ever
Keller
see
like
Helen
just
Keller?
existed right now.
Did you ever see Helen
Just-
Keller's mom?
I never really
Neither
looked
has she.
into Helen.
got him.
Did you ever hear Helen Keller's mom? Neither did she. Fucking shit. No, there's
You
a
ever see what?
there's a color picture. There's one.
Well, she lived to 68. I would
Three.
hope
There's
so.
3. Yeah. Anyway, so I was wrong.
We know.
Willing to admit. Hey, I got a like on Instagram.
God damn.
Good call. That is a good video. All right. Fucking. So anyway,
Fucking. Let's do a funny video.
yeah. Let's do a funny video.
Let's do a funny one.
Do we know anything like that? Can we laugh?
Yeah, I don't know. Because
Anyway,
I laughed when you
emoji
told me to ruin
Anaheim.
the story.
Was disappointing.
Yeah, it's-
Biggest gaming event of the year. Optic lost. It's
What's the sound it made? Neat.
I'm good at sound effects, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, fucking awesome.
Vroom.
So what's
Alright.
going on here?
So this is a dude. Someone just dubbed WWE bullshit over this video,
Okay.
and it just happens to fit really well.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know why I said that.
I'm gonna piddle.
How in the hell is he standing? This has just gone too far. Well, stop it! He wants to go back up! Somebody stop him! Oh, God, that's it, he said. Well, somebody stop the damn match! People are cheering this, JR! And we'll take another look at it here. My God! That ring is like concrete!
Wow.
It's like concrete.
That's funny.
That was good. Oh no, I'm dropping stuff.
That's pretty funny.
I'm dropping shit like a
Yeah, I'm not
pigeon.
mad at that. I'm not mad at that one bit.
The ring is like concrete. That face,
Here's something interesting.
for not being that high up, he hit it really hard.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. He was clearly drunk, I'd presume. So here's something interesting. I don't know if I want to show you all the... You know what? Let's watch the video. I'm gonna send
Does it have any music in it?
I don't know.
Wait, as far as what is it? Maybe we should save it for next time.
What?
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's a good one.
We need some content.
Why? Are you
Yeah,
planning on
you're
showing
right.
us
The
video?
internet's gonna shut down for a week, and
No
we'll
one
never
said
find
that.
anything else.
I'm just trying to spread out the interesting.
What do you fucking shut up?
Just look it up. Relax.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Someone needs a fucking Snickers.
For what?
Grumpy.
What are you talking about?
Well,
Maybe we should like have good stuff
grumpy
like
all
on a
day.
later episode.
yeah, maybe.
Shut the fuck up. We're
I gotta
doing
go
it
to
now.
the tag place in the morning to get a tag thing.
That sucks.
Yeah, George is trying to say I want to go home.
No, I wasn't. I actually wasn't. I was just trying to make conversation.
Oh God, the DMV is never a good place
It's
to
not
start.
DMV. It's a tag office.
Oh, my bad.
There's something really fucking interesting in this video, and
You're debating on showing us. I'm kind of nervous now.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Before you're like, should I show you?
No, I've already talked to you about this, but the video as a whole is fucking really dope.
Oh, okay.
Um,
While he's doing that, Steven,
and Steven, check your email because
you
it's
been
there.
you tipping at Sonic lately?
Yeah, because that's normal.
Here's a
No,
funny
I
story.
didn't. I
Here's a
didn't
funny
even say
story.
anything.
Hit us up
I didn't know anything about tipping at Sonic. I didn't even know that was a thing.
on Twitter at oddplanetnow or facebook.com/oddplanetnow. Let us know, do you tip when you go to Sonic? And we don't just mean drive through. We mean like when you go, and like you said,
They're
they
probably
come and they bring
listening
you
to it
food and
right
shit.
now.
Like, do you, huh?
You're fine.
Do you tip when you go to Sonic? Let your boys know.
It was on all three of us.
Alright, I hope y'all are ready for this fucking video that we're about to watch, because it is really fucking interesting. It's a very, there's very interesting things that are discussed in this. This is from a dude named Vsauce who gets a shitload of fucking views on like all of his videos. Very interesting.
This shit's
dude.
always deep.
You should definitely subscribe to him if you like, you know, hearing like really crazy shit. But basically the title for this is anything real? And you're about to witness something, and then there's something in here that they're gonna do, which I'll mention after the video. And I want you, if you're watching this at home, to try to do it. Is that the black piece that he dropped
No.
off the pin? Okay, that would have been crazy. But anyway, and I want y'all to tell me how you feel about this little experiment thing. But anyway, let's go ahead and watch it. This is fucking dope.
Sauce, Michael here. Where are your fingers? Seriously, it's a pretty easy question. You should be able to answer it. But how do you know? How does anyone know anything? You might say, well, I know where my fingers are. I'm looking right at them. Or I can touch them. I can feel them. They're right here. And that's good. Your senses are a great way to learn things. In fact, we have way more than the usual 5 senses we talk about. For instance, your kinesthetic sense, proprioception. This is what the police evaluate during a field sobriety test. It allows you to tell where your fingers and arms and head and legs and your body is all in relation to each other without having to look or touch other things. We have way more than 5 senses. We have at least twice as many and then some. But they're not perfect. There are optical illusions, audio illusions, temperature sensation illusions, even tactile illusions. Can you turn your tongue upside down? If so, perfect. Try this. Run your finger along the outer edge of the tip of your upside down tongue. Your tongue will be able to feel your finger, but in the wrong place. Our brains never needed to develop an understanding of upside down tongue touch. So when you touch the right side of your tongue, when it's flipped over to your left side, you perceive a sensation on the opposite side where your tongue usually is, but isn't when it's upside down. It's pretty freaky and cool and a little humbling because it shows the limits of the accuracy of our senses, the only tools we have to get what's out there in here. The philosophy of knowledge, the study of knowing, is called epistemology. Plato famously said that the things we know are things that are true, that we believe, and that we have justification for believing. Those justifications might be irrational, or they might be rational, they might be based on proof, but don't get too confident because proven is not a synonym for true. Luckily, there are things that we can know without needing proof, without needing to even leave the house, things that we can know as true by reason alone. These are things that we know a priori. An example would be the statement, all bachelors are unmarried. I don't have to go survey every bachelor on earth to know that that is true. All bachelors are unmarried because that's how we define the word bachelor. Of course, you have to know what the words bachelor and unmarried mean in the first place. Oh, you do? Okay, perfect, that's great. But how do you know? This time I mean functionally. How do you know? Where is knowledge biologically in the brain? What are memories made out of? We are a long way from being able to answer that question completely, but research has shown that memories don't exist in the brain in single locations. Instead, what we call a memory is likely made up of many different complex relationships all over the brain between lots of brain cells, neurons. A major cellular mechanism thought to underlie the formation of memories is long-term potentiation, or LTP. When one neuron stimulates another neuron repeatedly, that signal can be enhanced over time, LTP, wiring them more strongly together, and that connection can last a long time, even an entire lifetime. A collection of different brain cells, neurons, that fire together in a particular order over and over again frequently and repeatedly can achieve long-term potentiation, becoming more sensitive to each other and more ready to fire in the exact same way later on in the future. They're a physical thing in your brain firing together more easily because you strengthened that pattern of firing. You memorized. This branching forest of firing friends looks messy, but look closer. It could be the memory of your first kiss, a living souvenir of the event. If I were to go into your brain and cut out those cells, could I make you forget your first kiss? Or could I make you forget where your fingers are? Only if I cut out a lot of your brain, because memories aren't just stored in one relationship, they're stored all over the brain. The events leading up to your first kiss are stored in one network, the way it felt or the way it smelled in different networks, all added up together, making what you call the memory of your first kiss.
Smell good and terrible.
How many memories can you fit inside your head? What is the storage capacity of the human brain? The best we can do is a rough estimate, but given the number of neurons in the brain involved with memory and the number of different connections a single neuron can make, Paul Reber at Northwestern University estimated that we can store the digital equivalent of about 2.5 petabytes of information. That's the equivalent of recording a TV channel continuously for 300 years. That's a lot of information. That is a lot of information about skills you can do and facts and people you've met, things in the real world. The world is real, right? How do you know? It's a difficult question, but it's not rocket science. Instead,
Welcome to
It
the planet,
is
guys.
asking
love the
whether or
fact
not
that he
rocket
has to crouch and then
scientists
say, "Are
even
we
exist in
recording?"
the first place. The theory that the sun moved around the Earth worked great. It predicted that the sun would rise every morning, and it did. It wasn't until later that we realized what we thought was true might not be. So, do we, or will we ever know true reality? Or are we stuck in a world where the best we can do is be approximately true, discovering more and more useful theories every day, but never actually reaching true, objective, actual reality? Can science or reason ever prove convincingly that your friends and YouTube videos and your fingers actually exist beyond your mind? That you don't just live in the Matrix? No. Your mind is all that you have. Even if you use instruments like a telescope or particle accelerators, the final stop for all of that information is ultimately you. You are alone in your own brain, which technically makes it impossible to prove that anything else exists. It's called the egocentric predicament.
So dumb.
Everything you know about the world out there depends on and is created inside your brain. This mattered so much to Charles Sanders Peirce that he drew a line between reality, the way the universe truly is, and what he called the phaneron, the world as filtered through our senses and bodies, the only information we can get. If you want to speak with certainty, you live in, that is, you react to and remember and experience your phaneron, not reality. The belief that only you exist and everything else, food, the universe, your friends, are all figments of your mind, is called solipsism.
Shit is crazy.
There is no way to convince a solipsist that the outside world is real. And there is no way to convince someone who doubts that the universe wasn't created just 3 seconds ago, along with all of our memories. It's a frightening realization that we don't always know how to deal with. There's even the Matrix defense. In 2002, Tonda Lynn Ansley shot and killed her landlady. She argued that she believed she was in the Matrix, that her crimes weren't real. By using the Matrix defense, she was found not guilty by reason of insanity, because the opposite view is just way more healthy and common. It's called realism. Realism is the belief that the outside world exists independently of your own phaneron. Rocks and stars and Thora Birch would continue to exist even if you weren't around to experience them. But you cannot know realism is true. All you can do is believe. Martin Gardner, a great source for math magic tricks, explained that he is not a solipsist because realism is just way more convenient and healthy, and it works. As to whether it bothered him that he could never know realism was true, he wrote, "If you ask me to tell you anything about the nature of what lies beyond the phaneron, my answer is, how should I know? I am not dismayed by ultimate mysteries. I can no more grasp what is behind such questions as my cat can understand what is behind the clatter I make while I type this paragraph." Humble stuff. What strikes me is the cat. Cats do not understand keyboards, but they know that keyboards are a fun place to be. It's a great way to get the attention of a human. They're warm and exciting, surrounded by noises and flashing lights. Plus, cats love to get their scent on whatever they can, a mark of their existence. We aren't that much different, except instead of keyboards, we have the mysteries of the universe. We will never be able to understand all of them. We won't be able to ever answer every single
Don't worry, it
question.
didn't happen.
But walking around in those questions, exploring them, is fun. It feels good. And as always, thanks for watching.
Dope as
Do you
shit,
want
right?
more unanswered questions? Huh, well, you're in luck.
So yeah, y'all should go fucking subscribe to Vsauce if you like fuck with shit like that, because that's like his whole channel. It's always some really interesting.
He's always on
dope
Reddit
shit.
with shit like
Yeah,
this.
he's the fucking dude. But what I thought was very interesting was the tongue thing.
Yeah.
Can you do that, Steven?
No, I'm tongue tied.
What is it? What does that mean?
The connection of my tongue is all the way up to the front,
Yeah,
so I can't even stick it out that far.
that's as far as it goes.
Mhm.
Do it again. Show the camera.
Show the camera how far my tongue can come out.
That's it.
That's it. I'm tongue tied. I can get it snipped. But one benefit of being tongue tied, I will never choke on my tongue. Whereas you, I think that's how you're going to go.
Let's show him me here.
Okay. Oh, yours decently far, but not
What about
musician long. He's not musician long.
What do you mean? You mean fucking what's his name? What's his name?
What's his name?
Dude from
Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Kiss.
Kiss is the
Yeah,
worst.
not everyone. Not everyone. Fucking. Yeah, but fucking. Anyway, I can do it, and it's really interesting. So I even I did not have to go all the way around, but even just this. And when you tap on your tongue, like your mind's telling you, like, yeah, I'm tapping on the top of my tongue, but your mind's also telling you, no, you fucking turned your tongue upside down. You're touching the bottom of your tongue. It's weird. Your tongue doesn't actually have a sensation to know if it's the top or the bottom. Like this, I know top, bottom. This, I still technically know it's the top. I mean, it's the bottom of my hand, but I'm still hitting. You know what I mean? Like you know, I know I'm touching the top of my hand right now. You know what I mean? I know this is the bottom, and no matter what,
Well,
I
they've
still
been through
know.
a lot more.
But like your tongue, that just doesn't
Yeah.
like you feel like you're always touching the top of your tongue when you do it from the top direction. It's really fucking interesting that it's something on your body that you're not fully aware of.
Well, that's just one of them. I'm sure there's more. Like
Well,
that.
there is another one. Did we do the other one?
Yes, we did.
All right,
Freaks
Steven,
me
here. Let's do this on your camera here.
Y'all just do it. It's
No,
right there.
because
It's
you haven't
perfect.
done it, and you'll
Your
react to
reaction's
it.
gonna be good.
I'm
Alright.
nervous.
All right, so put your hand up and go like this,
What, like
just
this?
on the ring finger. Yeah. All right, so now this what
What a weird.
now what we're gonna
What a
do.
weird angle.
Now
Okay.
what we're gonna do.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put my hand against yours.
Yeah.
All right, stop doing it. All right, now do the same thing, but with both of our fingers. Just do it.
This just became a whole nother thing.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's almost like I feel it.
Right. Yeah. And the reason why is because
He's like, wait a second.
the reason why is because before, like, you felt the front and the I hate it.
No, I felt it.
You felt the front and back of your finger.
It was reduced, but it was a clear
Right, but see,
sensation that it was
essentially there was four sensations. You had one sensation here, one sensation here, two sensations, one on this side of your finger, one on this side. But then when you do it with my finger, then you feel three sensations, and you don't feel the fourth, and it almost feels like, part of your finger is numb almost.
Yeah, it cancels it out.
You know what I mean? You're like, something's off about this. It's really fucking
It's
interesting.
trying.
Yeah,
it's trying to be like, I'm trying to, you know what, we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
It freaked me out.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's super fucking interesting. It's just interesting that there's shit like that exists, because it really makes you think, like, what the fuck is all this shit? You know what I mean? Like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we don't have an answer for it. And here we are trying to create a civilization and not know stuff.
Well, you still have to create a civilization.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe we fucked up and
I mean,
jumped into too much shit before we understood shit
We
and fucked it
didn't
up.
choose to be here, though.
No,
How do you
I know, but like, think about it. Like, what if everyone was like, dude, let's just be great thinkers, and we all just chilled out and just fucking thought about stuff and helped each other out?
I was going to say, most people do think they're doing that. They think they're great thinkers, and they're trying to fix the world.
Yeah, maybe we're going about it all wrong. Maybe we got to go back to the beginning, bro.
The basics.
The basics. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about fucking, like, Socrates and like people like that, you just picture them as like just sitting there just
Calvin
thinking
Hobbes.
about life. You know what I mean? Just thinking about life, and that's just what they did.
Well, it was more they stood up on a soapbox in the middle of the forum and spent a lot of time yelling at each other.
Like Calvin Hobbes. Did y'all know that the comics were based off actual Calvin Hobbes? Thomas. What was their names again?
I don't know.
The philosophers, Calvin.
Yeah, I think yeah. The boy and the tiger are named after philosophers.
Yeah, the comics are like they actually represent them. I didn't know they actually represent them until 10th grade. My teacher told us, and it was
There you go.
awesome.
Nice.
That's crazy.
If we didn't know that,
Was that the scariest moment in your life?
heck no. You're dumb.
Oh.
STDs, scariest moment of my life. What's next?
Tall women, STDs.
Well,
and
stop
Slender
being
Man.
weird. You're a quirky dude. We have to point it out.
You are weird.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad
Well,
thing.
I'm good.
Well, you want some local news?
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
By the way, we're in Georgia,
Georgia.
folks.
Georgia.
Everyone that's watching.
So, did you hear about the
Bush.
kid dying in the car?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fucked up.
No, I didn't.
There's a
didn't
warrant
hear
for
about
the... you didn't? Okay.
I don't hear much.
A
I don't watch TV or anything.
gentleman took his kid to breakfast, Chick-fil-A. Then he went to work. And then forgot about the kid. Kid dies in the car from heat.
Basically, he thought that he had taken the kid already to
daycare.
daycare.
All right.
So he goes to work.
How old's
And
the
he's
kid?
like, "Well, ready to go."
The kid was about 2 years old.
Oh, it's a kid. Okay, okay. I was like,
So he's like, "Ready to go."
Sorry.
He gets out.
Yeah, I
he-
forgot.
he
That's key
like what?
point.
10-year-olds just coming out.
Right.
Of the
They didn't
We're
fucking
like,
wait.
Ah!
I like, what's going on? We
Could've
shouldn't
been
be doing
paralyzed.
This. Why are we doing this? Why are we
So,
doing this?
so what happens is, dude goes into work or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't come back out until 8 hours later. When he comes
Not
out,
true. He went back to the car at lunch, and that's why there was a warrant for his arrest
Okay, hold on.
for murder.
Well, let's go to. I heard, and this is crazy. I heard that he, went out there, after 8 hours or whatever, and then opened up the door, and he was like, "Oh my god, my kid's here!" and like created.
Well,
like,
he
a
drove
scene and
off.
shit.
He drove off, then realized the kid was there because he was about to go to the daycare, is what he said.
Oh, okay.
And then pulled into a shopping center, pulls the kid out, try to bring him back to life.
Okay.
But they have several witnesses talking about him on his lunch break going back to his car, opening the
Why?
driver door, then closing it. And this is just the detail that warranted the warrant. So the
Right.
investigation is still going. They have other details supposedly.
Yes.
Well, but
fucked
did
up.
he say that he did that at all? Because if he
They didn't
even-
release anything. They just had to release something that said this is why we got him,
that's crazy.
because he did go back to his car at lunch.
Wow.
So a lot of people believe that he killed his own kid.
Well, I mean, he did regardless. It's whether he did it
Right,
intentionally or not.
yes, there you go. Murder. I should have said murder.
Right.
They believe that he murdered. But a lot of people are like, no, he didn't. They've already raised 20 grand, but there's no bail. He's just in jail.
Right.
You can't. There's no bonding out. But it's funny that in that amount of time, they've already like, here's 20 grand
Yeah.
to help your cause.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it must be
Fucked
family and
up.
friends that just like, he's innocent. And I haven't heard anything about the mom
Yeah. I mean, she's
at
probably-
all. Like,
She's not in the
she-
picture?
I haven't. I guess not. But I haven't
I'm
heard.
assuming she's not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like a him and kid thing.
Somebody was.
But he's already been charged with murder and cruelty to children.
That's so
That's fucking nuts,
local.
bro.
Is, like,
Yeah, local, very local. He worked at corporate Home Depot in Atlanta,
oh wow.
if I remember right.
He worked at Home Depot.
Corporate.
Oh.
Yeah, the Home Depot right here. In
Yeah, right down the street
Is it
where
really?
the stoplights are sideways.
It exists.
yeah.
Not,
Finally, me and him agree on something. This
not
show.
here. Well, they do exist,
They
or
could-
do they?
Bum bum bum.
Vsauce says maybe not. Think about it.
I don't want to hear about a kid dying. That's depressing.
I
That's
don't want to hear about things that are happening in the world. Tell me about lollipops.
Well, Dum Dum.
Aw. George isn't dumb.
This happens. I want us three to take an IQ test.
That doesn't
Oh yeah,
change anything.
he wanted to do that, which I'm cool with. He wanted to take a.
We'll just see how dumb I am.
See how dumb he thinks. He
You know,
really
it's
is.
funny.
He thinks he's gonna body us.
I don't think I'd body y'all. I think I'd body you. I think me and Steven would be it.
IQ measures
all
IQ
think
measures
we'd do-
things so
I
differently.
think we'd all do really well.
They
to be
asked
honest.
Stephen Hawking what his IQ was, and he said, "I don't know." He said the only people that measure themselves like that are geeks and nerds.
Yeah, we should.
I just want to see us.
And well, it was funny that Stephen Hawking, one of the smartest people in the world, said that. It's like
He's decently smart. Is that right?
decent.
I've seen smarter.
Oh. All right. Well, here's something that may make you happy, but I'll say something else first.
Thank you. I won't be happy just yet.
U.S. scientist offers $10,000 if you can disprove man-made climate change. You need to create proof
much?
he can't refute.
How much?
10,000.
That ain't enough to do anything.
What do you mean?
Hey,
It's an easy
This
10,000
is
for
just
someone.
this is a poor scientist trying to come out and be like, "Hey, I'll give you 10,000." What do you want him to do? You want his house?
I mean,
You're a terrible person. You don't even tip at Sonic.
I don't.
And now 10K's not enough. Jeez.
This guy. I'm not mad at that. So what? Somebody just has to give him proof that.
He says, "Use the scientific method. Hit me with something I can't argue with. Here's $10,000."
Yeah, but okay. How
He-
smart of a scientist is he? Because
Ohio State professor,
okay.
I think,
Ohio State? No.
or he works in their research department.
I'm just saying because
yeah,
like
it is the armpits.
because if he's saying that give me something I can't
it's not gonna. He
I
said
mean,
scientific
it-
method. So if you could prove through science that you're correct and that we have nothing to do with it, he says 10K's yours.
Oh, he said if you can prove that we have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that there's no
Oh.
man-made climate change.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying that he was like
Opposite.
yeah.
No, he said he'll give you 10
So he
grand if you could
believes-
disprove it.
Right, so he believes it is man-made climate change.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he's giving 10K if you can disprove
That's
it.
why I was really
That's
confused.
why he said it was easy. I was like,
No, you're right.
Awesome.
No, exactly. Yeah, that I thought. Okay, yeah. Well, good, awesome, good. Yeah, fuck you, people. Fucking
I still think.
do 10 G's.
Never mind.
You still think what?
It's not enough for people to come out of nowhere and do it.
What do you? Yeah.
Some person who
Here's the
thinks
thing,
they're
though.
sitting there like, nah.
Spitzwell, if you're watching,
Conservatives are going to be all over that, especially the poor ones.
Yeah, Spitzwell. Spitzwell. That's
I need
you.
to figure out a way to disprove climate change.
That's you right there.
Weather
Spitzwell.
balloon.
We're brown. Figures.
And I'll give
Yeah,
you...
send Spitzwell that link. Tell him to go ahead and tell him. Let him know.
He won't even look at it. He'll censor it. He'll go on there and mark it out like it never existed. He's the North Korean dictator living in America.
He's crazy.
That's what he is.
Guy is nuts.
We'll get him on the show and it'll be good. It'll be healthy.
Apparently, I used to see shit. I'm really confused now.
Huh?
I asked one of my friends if she could think of any like scary moments in my life. She was like, she was like, I used to see stuff. I was like, what? No, I did not. She was like, yeah, you saw in parentheses black figures. I was like, what?
I used to see black figures.
I'm so.
Are you
confused.
racist?
I don't know.
I was like, no.
I have no.
I moved
idea
so
what's
far to
going
the
on.
suburbs to get away. No, they're following me everywhere.
So confused. I'm beyond confused right now. I don't think it's true. I asked the wrong person.
All right, here's good news. Here's something good.
Tell me something good.
A gentleman that's paralyzed from the chest down got a microchip put into his brain. He's connected to electrodes where it wraps around his arm, and they put out electricity to cause muscle movement. He's the first human to be able to move using his mind, move his body, while being paralyzed.
Every piece. He can walk.
No. This is the first step. Like, they were hoping for like
okay.
a twitch, but he thought, and he was able to like curl his hand and stuff. You'll see what he can do.
That's-
His dad starts crying and it gets nuts.
That's fucking dope.
Yep.
I'm gonna start crying.
Hell yeah.
And you should see, he has a matrix plug in his head, basically. Like
Yeah, I was
the
about
thing
to
that
flip.
connects.
Like
Yeah.
if you would have been like, "Yeah, he's walking and everything," I was about to go nuts.
It takes baby steps.
No, I know. That's why I was. That's why I was about to go nuts.
I was about to lose my shit.
I was about to shit all over the place.
Hey, Java Print, I would like to play the video.
Hit spacebar and stop being stupid.
Ooh.
Click on the video.
Get bodied.
No. Oh god, now it's all over.
What is this?
I meant click up there and then hit spacebar. All right.
How about I hit play and then hit?
Get it full screen.
Are you ready?
Yep. It's
Okay.
being a fucking butthead.
And then you're going to attempt to move your own hand. This hand is going to be turned off completely. Okay. All feedback right there on your hand.
Look at the thing in his head. It's fucking
Same
crazy.
thing, 2.5 second movement time and 9 second rest.
But he has a port.
Okay. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, maybe this was done in Ohio. I think I got Ohio confused. I don't know where that scientist was from. This is a completely paralyzed hand.
Whoa.
Center block, nice job.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's good. What do you think?
Well, that was pretty much it.
That's dope. Hit pause right now.
I can't. Let me shrink it because of fucking.
What's space
Take a
action
look.
called?
We can tweak the open. And we
Yeah.
can even.
I was hitting space and did nothing.
Well, you did fantastic.
No, I need you to like go back a little bit.
Dog, why?
Because I don't want to take anything away from the video, but I just want to ask a question. Hit play.
It's good. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, these are. This is where
Okay,
Ohio.
ready? Hit
is.
pause. Pause. All right, make the video big. What's up with that dude's ear? He's got like a two-toned ear, no?
Well, he's starting to get like flushed, like he's teary-eyed. There's a lot of blood moving around.
No, I got you, but I mean, it was like it was doing it even before, like in the beginning of the video when it was like up close.
George, you get to answer this. I don't have the.
Do people's ears do that? Like, do you?
Why are we focusing on his ear in this awesome video?
Yeah.
No, I know, no. That's what I'm saying. Not take away from the video. The video is awesome. It's really cool and stuff.
You already did. But go ahead.
Whatever. Well then, bruh.
Two-toned ears. All
No,
right.
first of all,
Let's go.
I didn't take away from the video at all.
Right.
We already watched it. We all
I
agree
got
that
you.
it's an amazing thing.
I got
now
you.
I'm saying, what's up with the two-tone ear? Like, what is that?
Blood flows different in the bottom part of his ear.
I've just never seen anybody's ear like that before.
You ever seen a finger or something do that?
No.
You should look at your hand after you've done like manual labor.
Like, well, no. So you mean like bad circulation or something like that?
That's what I'm gathering from it.
So he might have bad circulation in like his earlobe?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought that was really interesting.
Or blood's collecting in the top part of his ear. Maybe when he gets emotionally overwhelmed, that's his response.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. The other thing I was going to ask, were they sending electrical currents through his arm?
Yes, he had a chip connected to a computer reading the pulses from his brain, and then they were mimicking those pulses into his arm.
Reading the pulses. Okay, so you're saying that...
It was translating the information from his brain into something
And
that
in
could-
his brain, he was just picturing doing...
Yeah, whatever.
Calling his
I don't know exactly how that works, but they do show certain images and stuff like that that he needs to focus
you know,
to make it happen.
if you send like an electric jolt into a muscle, it'll contract.
That's how it worked. We got that, yeah.
I'm trying to get
okay.
it.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. A computer was
Neat. Now,
shooting.
But then my question is, what did they? I guess I'm confused. If they're shooting,
There's a chip in his brain.
okay.
They're collecting information on what he's sending to that chip. They're translating that information into pulses in his arm.
Okay, so
They're mimicking this process. This
right,
happens
but
naturally in our body.
In his brain, he's just thinking, how do I curl my arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it may not be just that, because sometimes they have weird things you have to think about to make things happen. So I don't know exactly, but it may be just that.
Okay. So, but essentially, they can only do stuff like this with him specifically because he remembers what it was like to curl his arm before.
No, they just put it into the part of the brain. But yes, he is someone that became paralyzed. But they feel they could do it with almost anyone.
No, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that once they do, obviously they're studying this. I would say once they've studied it with the majority of people that know how to curl their arms and stuff,
it should be a lot easier.
Well, they might be able to implant that in somebody that doesn't know those things, and they'd still be able to maybe trigger it somehow.
And people without arms, they'll have robotic arms that work the same way.
Right, yeah. But yeah, I guess I'm just confused. I mean, essentially they're recording, I guess, his thoughts.
Well, they're translating the pulses.
They're translating the pulses.
That you send out electrical pulses in your mind.
To
trigger movements.
Is he recently paralyzed, or how long?
No, it was a long time ago. Swimming accident.
That seemed swimming accident. Like diving or something?
I don't know. Just said swimming accident.
But
he's paralyzed from the chest down.
That just seems really interesting to me on how that works exactly. Because, I mean, he's just thinking about fucking swimming or whatever. I mean, thinking about moving his hand. What?
I'm trying to type something and it keeps autocorrecting it to all caps.
It's weird.
Yeah, as it gets weirder, though. This whole conversation is getting weird. Keep going.
Yeah. But anyway.
Is it the scariest moment?
It's just weird that, like...
Yeah, it's weird.
They're sending electrical impulses. I get that you're saying that it's based on what the mind is...
Well, a computer's translating what the mind's doing.
But they're telling him what to do.
Yeah, he's telling the computer what to do. Yeah.
They know that
he's telling how to fire, basically. Mm-hmm. And there's a computer translating the information to another thing that fires.
Mm-hmm.
So it's his mind basically sending, just like ours is, sending information to this part of the body to do things.
Mm-hmm. And then
there's just a lot of outside sources making that happen. It's the first bionic thing,
right? That's really interesting on how they're achieving that effect.
Yeah.
What's the name of this?
Power of thought to move hand, Bionic Man.
Well, scroll up. What does it say? It's like a very long title. Dawn of Bionic Age. Scroll down.
We could do this afterwards, bro. What? What do you need?
Just keep scrolling all the way down.
All right, there you go.
Keep going down.
No, let's watch an ad.
Okay. Keep going down. Keep going down. Keep going down.
This is interesting.
He's like a show killer. What do we need?
What?
Oh, what? What's up?
No, I was just wondering. I was wondering about this particular fucking website.
Well, telegraph.co.uk.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of their big news deals. I'll compare it to the New York Post. Not the Times, but the Post.
There is a difference.
There is.
Word.
But yeah, this was done in Ohio. I got Ohio wrong. I forgot where the scientist is from that offered the 10,000. That might be Detroit. That's Detroit. I was way off.
Probably Gwinnett Tech.
Well, then he'd probably be offering 100. There's $100 if you could disprove climate change is man-made. Prove it. But these are the big topics of the week. I didn't get into Iraq. Just because
Iraq-tion.
And we did a little bit with Dick Cheney, but that was about it.
I did hear about Dick Cheney.
ISIS is tearing shit up. There you have it. Iraq's done.
We tell you there are too much all over the place anyway.
We're too much all over the place?
No, they are.
Who?
Iraq's all over the place all the time. They don't need to be the center of attention.
They don't. What, you want to be?
Not today. I don't know.
Not today.
Not today.
Maybe tomorrow I can be what the world focuses on.
Sometimes you just, sometimes you're the target.
What, of the media?
Sometimes you're the arrow, I guess. I don't know.
What are we talking about? Someone's getting assassinated, Hemi, and I don't know who.
Yeah, who are you killing, bro?
I don't think he's doing the killing.
I don't know.
But I know he's involved somehow because he's talking about it.
I'm not.
A politician's going to be killed with an arrow tomorrow. They're going to be like, we know who.
They're searching for guns, but they don't think about searching for bow and arrows. And someone's just like,
He just weared it.
he's like, what's up?
Hope it's not a Cleveland Indian.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
You would laugh.
Oh.
Oh.
I would laugh. I'd be like, look at the irony. Look at it. All right, so I think we're done here.
He grabbed a spoon, too.
Yep.
Jack off.
That'd be next.
Guy, well, yeah, with a team of guys. Like, hey, this is for science.
Yep, works.
Oh, wait.
You'd
He's
have
paralyzed,
to, yeah,
though.
you'd have
He
to
wouldn't
say
feel
right.
it.
I know. I was like, well,
Oh,
They'd have
do
to.
anything.
Someone has to wrap electrodes around his dig, and then there needs to be something that sends signal back saying there's pleasure going on.
yeah.
That's way too much.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't just give up on him.
That's
That's way too much. Let the scientists do
It's
it.
not his life goal.
What's not?
You're saying like I'm giving up on him.
No,
yeah,
you
no,
said-
he's
you said-
working on walking right
No,
now.
no, I know. You said that's way too much.
I was
Don't
that was
give
obviously a
up.
joke.
Let him get his dick back.
All right. New movie.
All right. Bye, George.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye, Hemi.
What, we're done?
Yeah.
There's plenty more to talk about. I'm joking. Fucking Hemi, 1/2 of ATLian workshop in the fucking BDI building, chilling with the homies and what have you and all that bullshit. And fucking shout out everybody that watched tonight. Shout out Merc Storm. Shout out fucking damn, who else was watching? Shout out
Wendy.
Shout out Nia. Shout out Wendy. Shout
Maybe,
out
I don't know.
fucking
Burger King.
Burger King.
Always shout out Burger King.
Yeah. Shout out Steven saying that he really enjoyed McDonald's.
Definitely shout out for that.
Yeah. I
Always
don't know
got
what
one.
it was. It's just
You were just happy
strangely
to
good.
have. You were just happy to have food.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe. That could be part of it.
It's
Still really good.
That's it.
McDonald's is great, except for the fucking hot mustard. And y'all have a
They
good
had the funniest
evening.
videos about that.
Huh?
They had the funniest videos about
Oh, yeah.
mustard leaving.
It's an epidemic.
I know, right?
Bye. Yarn.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. That was close.